Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Okay, this is gonna get some time to get used to. Yeah, I started a little bit early because we gotta do some audio changes today. Hi, everybody. How's it going? How's everyone's holiday? Okay, the music is... How's it sound? So I got new headphones, so we gotta do a bit of tech stuff. How is everyone doing? All right, this needs to be a little bit quieter. There we go. And let's see if this helps. Can I hear myself a little bit better? I can hear myself a little better, but it's a little bit tinny, so we're actually gonna turn that down. You don't celebrate Christmas? Well, then I hope they had a good time off. I'm doing well. Okay, we're gonna be doing some audio testing today because I did just get these brand new headphones. Dendro, 12 months. Heck yeah! It's a bit quiet for anyone else. What's quiet, Redacted? I need more information on what's quiet here. That's what we're doing some tests. Make Zoo great again. I love the Zoo. Yeah, Webb, how you doing? How is everyone doing today? My voice sounds a little bit low. All right, let me see if I can fix that. The problem is that I did, oh, here we are. That's why it went a little bit lower. Okay, now you should be able to hear me a little bit better. How's that sound? Yeah, it's still a little bit low. Okay, so that didn't solve that. So we'll go there. See, so these new headphones, really, really nice, by the way. Fantastic. But it is going to take a little bit... Hold on, did taking the headphones off do anything there? The music stopped. Okay, I gotta learn some things with these headphones here. Watch my older build, try to use it. Works nice with mag. Oh yeah, that's great. Might also post a certain Cruelvo look that used specifically the Grenier palette, buying the Steel Meridian armor set. Ooh, very fun. Ooh. Dendro has the same issue with new ear cups. Well, it's just the new headphones, like, because, so, I can't hear myself very well right now. And that's kind of part of the problem with, like, these types of headphones, is that they don't have... Hold on. We're gonna be listening to this one song quite a lot today. Sorry, as I just do these little bit of tests here. This is the song I'm using to test my new headphones, just in case you didn't know. They don't really... So the problem with the monitoring feature is there's an audio lag to it. So these headphones have a pass-through, but now I just accidentally turned stuff off. I just got to get used to how these headphones function. But I've got a pass-through function, so I can sort of hear myself a little bit better. How's that? Okay, that's a little bit better. I can at least hear myself a little bit more. But yeah, just it's gonna be just a few days of testing out, see how it feels. But they're really good quality. Oh my lord, these are great. Okay, so let's go back. Did I close that? I did. We're just doing a little bit of testing right now. The old headphones look weird. Yeah, the new headphones are a little bit odd, you're right. But these are really, really nice quality. I'm just trying to find, like, where the good balance of all it is. Hey, Snoo, how you doing? And Dendro, again, thank you very much for the 12 months. All right. Well, let's go give this a try. I'm gonna have to mess around with the audio settings of the game and balance of everything. Why do I keep closing this? I'm going to need it. So we'll just bring you over here. Okay, who wants to join me for the usual? Let's go do our dailies. Let's go do our dailies while I'm testing stuff out. Can you join, Iron? Absolutely, I'd love for you to join. You'll join for Suda, Steelies. Okay, we'll start with Steel, and then we'll move on to Suda. Echo, are you on? You are on. You want to join, Echo? Okay, so definitely need to get the game audio a little bit higher here. So let's go like that, but then let's reduce the game audio for you all by a bit there. Yeah, the icons. Never gotta ask with you. I know, Echo. Okay, rescue, disruption. Let's start with disruption so I can get, like, a good audio test here. right. Yeah, so I had a fantastic holidays. It was way too much travel. Every holiday with my family, because we're a sort of a split family, always means a lot of travel. So I always am very tired when I get home from holidays. I was actually debating whether or not I wanted to stream today, but it is just going to be a nice short stream. Okay. Hey, Riaz, how you doing? Not enough sharp shot for your Paris Prime. The augment for the Andrade family. Ooh, well, that's okay. Just work on it slowly and surely, and you'll get there, Silentora. Have fun. How about me? Doing pretty well. 2-3 hours. Yeah, I'll be done at about 4 my time, so it's just about 1 now. And then, because I got a friend's Christmas party to go to. Oh, this is gonna take a while for me to get used to the audio. Like the no monitoring to these headphones. It's gonna take a little while. And the audio lag is not anything really. We missed me. Oh, well, I'm here now. You need to enjoy my time? Yeah, exactly. So we'll just do a little bit of a hang today while I'm testing out these. I also got a brand new microphone. And I have a new desk on the way and a new chair on the way. And yeah, I'm debating whether or not I need a camera. I'm gonna get one of my friends who's a professional photographer to come and help me with the light setup to see if I can just get a little bit more out of this camera and save money. You know, that type of stuff. But yeah, I've got, this is the biggest investment I've done in the stream since, I started streaming even. Brand new headphones, brand new microphone, I got the Shure SM7DB, new desk, new chair, all big things that I was debating whether or not I wanted to do it. Had to cancel because your dad got a really bad cold. Oh no! Well, I hope that your dad feels better soon, because that never feels good. Have a good Christmas break? I did, yeah. I managed to do the gambit with the family and got to see everybody. Made my way down to Cambridge for my mom, and then down to Peterborough for my stepmom. And managed to see everyone. Yeah, I gotta get, ooh, you know what, maybe I can find, I'll bug Rue. Rue would have an answer to that. About potential ways for monitoring to be a little bit better here. Hey, Yuna, how you doing? So if I'm speaking too loudly or anything, everybody, just sort of, especially while I'm testing out the new headphones and the new gear, just feel free to let me know, it's all good. It's gonna be a little bit of a trial and error process over the next couple of weeks. Next couple of days. Uriel's amazing. Uriel is incredibly fun. It's actually a little soft. Define what is soft here, Tara. I need a little bit more details because I got like 7 billion things going on. What new gear? So, brand new headphones. These are the new Sennheiser HDB 630s. My voice volume is still low. Okay. How can we improve that? My voice volume is a bit low. Okay. How's that sound? So new headphones that I'm wearing right now, and I'm just sort of trying to get the sound balance properly a little bit better. Okay. Still need to be higher though. It seems like it's in a good spot, so I don't know if I want to go too much higher here. Oh, do we already have the key? We already have the key. But we'll try it a little bit more. The microphone is not really that big of a thing for today, because tomorrow I will be working on getting the EQ settings set up for my new microphone. Def quieter than you used to be, but before the switch, but sounds good. Okay, so it needs to be a little bit louder still. Headphones like studio headphones, you can balance everything. Yeah, they are. These are really, really nice. Dr. Evil, thank you very much for the new donation over on Ko-Fi. Holy smokes. Dr. Evil. Damn. That's incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. Dr. Evil just donated $100 to the stream through Ko-Fi. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know if a thing popped up here, and I apologize if it didn't. The Ko-Fi alerts are a little bit weird sometimes on the channel. But nonetheless, I super appreciate you. That's very kind. Helps to pay off some of the new gear. But I was wanting to invest in all this new tech and stuff. It's like, you know, for me, you had another good year, so not a big deal. Well, thank you very much nonetheless. It is very, very kind of you. I have to say, new players have it easy. Yeah, the new player experience is a lot better. A lot better. Okay, how does the game audio sound for everybody? Like, I'm looking for the microphone is something that's going to be changing tomorrow, so we don't necessarily need to worry about the microphone. What I'm worried about is the music to game audio combo. Barely hear the game, Shocky, okay? Hey, Dark Knight, how you doing today? Game's a bit low? Okay, we can fix that. Music low? Yeah, the music's not supposed to be too high, but the game is a bit low, so let's turn that up for all of you. And actually, I need to turn this up for myself as well. I can't hear it very, very well, so we'll do that. Alright, off to our next mission. Yeah, so it's just trying to find the balance of everything right now is kind of the problem, with especially with the new headphones. So I just gotta, like, figure that out so that, like, I hear everything properly, but also you all hear everything properly, and just finding that proper mix. So this is gonna be a little bit of time, a little bit of testing. Now, subtle game, yeah, the game shouldn't be too loud, Shocky. You should just be able to, like, hear it, but the main thing is, like, you should be hearing my voice. Okay. How am I doing? I'm doing really, really well. How was your holidays, Fred? What you got for Christmas? Hope in the future D2, because Renegades is really good. Ooh, very nice. Very fun. Got new headphones, so did I. That's what I'm messing around with right now, is my new headphones and trying to get the audio balancing properly. Game's good now? Okay. I can turn it down a little bit for me. Twitch, how's the game audio for all of you? Game is indeed good? Okay. So I will turn that down going to my headphones. Let me do that now. It's a little bit loud, and we can also turn down the music a bit for me here too. There we go. Yeah, it's always fun with new tech, but it's also one of those things where, because it's like streaming, you kind of gotta gotta test live, you know what I mean? How do I nuke with Lavos? I typically don't really nuke with Lavos. Game is good, but the music is overshadowing the game a bit. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Was the music being a little bit louder? An ice maker, because one, filling ice trays and hate people doing it wrong, so it helps out a lot. That's hilarious. My family helped me buy these headphones for my Christmas present. Yeah, like my mom pitched in, and my aunt pitched in, and my stepmom pitched in. And, like, I didn't need these headphones in any way, shape, or form, but every once in a while you do gotta treat yourself. So, and I've been too hard on myself this past year, so I deserve a treat, you know? That's my theory, at least, and I'm sticking to it. And also, just sort of like, for me, I've made, like, my personal goal of when I feel like I've made it as a creator, to get myself a nice pair of headphones. New keyboard, so nice sounding. Ooh, what keyboard did you get, Rainy? Oops. Up, please. There we go. How many do we have? Oh, we've already got all 8. Perfect. Okay, there is a little bit of audio delay, but not too bad. This is just typical for wireless, so it's not that bad. It's much better than like my other headphones. There's like a 100 millisecond audio delay, but with these it's only about 25 milliseconds, so it's barely noticeable. Uriel and Excalibur top of your highlight Forma frames. Ooh. K70 core keyboard from Corsair. I think I got that actually as well. Does it look like this, but less dusty? I really like it. I switched out the switches so that they were quiet, because I like quiet switches so they don't pick up in the audio tracks for anything. You also got a thing of previously owned MTG cards, but you haven't really looked through them since you need sleeves. Feel like using any of them? Ah, yes, the good old sleeve problem. Ah, yes, yes. Okay. And let's do our last one. I think I do need to increase the game audio more for myself, though, here. It's sounding a little bit off. Maybe I just up both of those. Maybe we just do that. Saw the mastery test? Yeah, I need to do that more. Increase what 3%? Sorry, I need more context with requests like that. Game audio for me? Yeah, I increased it a little bit. Just so I can hear things a little bit better. I'm giving this a test in like a PvP game another day. Not while I'm streaming. We'll go play like Deadlock with the nerds. I'm on the wrong one here.
There is a prisoner here.
Oh yeah, that's much better. Now, okay. The game audio up a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's that's the good noises. Oh yeah. Oh, these headphones. Oh no, these headphones.
You're still in the clear. No detection.
Do I need a second? Maybe. I need to go change my pants. I'll be right back. These things are actually really nice. Holy crap. They were worth the money. They were many monies, and they were worth all of it. Okay, I do gotta run a quick ad break, everybody. You know the deal. See you in a second. But here's the other thing. Oh, well, it's over there. But I got a Shure SM7DB as well, so the audio game will be a little bit crispier, a little bit nicer. And then the only thing I'm concerned about, let me know, everyone, if you hear me talking too loudly. Not like the microphone, like me talking too loudly, because not hearing myself is a little bit of getting used to. Anyone who's, you know, had headphones that have monitoring in them and the headphones that don't have monitoring in them know exactly what I'm talking about. So I just got to keep an eye out for being too loud. Like ANC? Yeah, they do have ANC. Obviously, I don't like using ANC while I'm playing games. Like, I actually don't really care for ANC. I find that it usually muddles noises, like muddles the music too much. I haven't yet figured out how to turn off ANC on these headphones. What's ANC? Active noise canceling. So like, it will send out counter waves into your headphones in order to make background noises not appear. But I'm totally fine with having background noises when I'm here at my desk, because I can then hear myself a little bit better, right? So today is going to be a heavy, today and tomorrow are going to be a bit of tech test days, getting all of the goodies sorted out. Make some sandwiches? Ooh, yes, I'll be checking messages once we're done doing our dailies, like usual. Cost you 60 euros, the ones you got, still don't hear stuff sometimes. Yeah, and like for me, the ANC like is not necessary at all. For what I'm doing, like obviously, because I plan on using these both at home for work, and then also like when I'm going for a walk or just traveling around and having a good pair of headphones. So I was like, the big thing with these headphones I was looking for was multi-purpose, right? Use them for gaming and also use them for just casual audio listening. Okay, I think I need to turn off the crossfade. because I'm not super able to hear directional noises very well, so we'll turn that off once we're done here. But the other nice thing about these headphones is that they've got like a full EQ system built into them, and they save directly to the hardware, so I can make all the changes on my app, and then it will apply to the computer version. And that's another very important thing. Oh, these are so nice. And my new desk is coming, and my new chair is coming. Oh, yeah. Stitch, as in Lilo and Stitch? Angel, I do not know what you're talking about there. I apologize. This is unknown to me. Pokemon? No, no, not more Pokemon. Seek help. Flee. Flee. Yeah, the only problem at the moment with these is sort of at this lower volume is having sort of the differentiation, but that could also just be at the lower volume problem, so it's not going to be much of a concern. Now, the problem that I'm worried about, yeah, that's going to turn up the volume for you all, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, wait, is that? Hold on, everybody, is this turning up the volume for you? No, it isn't. Oh. Very good. Then I can play around with that a little bit more. Finally got around doing the old piece. Heck yeah, Dovalat, thank you very much for the 5 months tier 1. Oh, now it's too loud. Down, please. Up, please. I'm messing with the new headphones. Okay, Judali, you said you wanted to join for Suda. How's it hanging? It's going really well, Zos. I had a great Christmas. It was good just to see my family. I haven't got a lot of time with them. I gave my nephews my old work computer, so they were very pleased because they didn't have a gaming computer up until then. What did I think of Top? The old piece didn't wow you or anything? Oh, I thought it was the best. I thought that it was one of, if not the best quests that Warframe's ever done. To me, it was really, really, really good. It was certainly my style of quest. Which, like, I get it. It's, like, not for everybody. Where have I been? I was on my holidays. Okay, that's a little loud.
Person of interest is in the vicinity. Search for the hostage and bring them home.
Okay, you're just getting sticky at 50. There we go. It's like, okay, it's all right. That's fair. You know, quests are always a personal preference thing, right? So that makes sense. Wait, there's something back here.
You're still in the clear. No
and you're not getting sucked up. What the hell?
What the captors are doing to
oh, it's a drone's body.
To find the holding cell immediately.
Holidays off? Yeah, it took a little bit of time for myself. Went and saw family. It's my last, the last Christmas that my mom will be spending here in the province. She's gonna be moving out west with my sister, so got to spend a few days with her. Got to spend a few days hanging out with my all the fam. Dome, thank you very much for the 14 months tier 3, you freaking legend. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, Dome. That's very, very kind of you. I'm doing very well. How were your holidays? And thank you everybody for the hype train. Drink my water and posture check. Okay. Province? Well, provinces would BC would be the province. Would like the would be the westmost coast province, yes. Provinces are like states here in Canada.
Stay focused.
Exact
There's
same.
A heavy unit approaching.
Same. basically. Hey, May. I hope you're holding up well.
You are approaching the
Sending all my love.
Careful. It's rewarding.
Revan, thank you very much for the 6 months tier 1.
The execution sequence.
Thank you, thank you.
Bypass is
Anyway,
done.
how am I doing? I'm doing really, really well. The time off was very, very nice, but I'm very much an introvert, so
Find our
it wasn't like the
prisoner in one of
most
these
restful for
cells.
me because I'm a hermit when I'm introvert. Yeah, I know. Well, you just sit back, you relax, okay? And if you ever need anything, just let me know. I'm here for you.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
Dalen for the 13 months. Heck yeah. Thank you, Dalen. And also Revan, in case I didn't say thank you. Lechiguin Fresco. That's a name. How you doing? Welcome in. Up. Oh, you're gonna make me take the elevator? Fine, I'll take the elevator. Fine then. I'll do it your way. Fine then. We already have all 8. I waited for that elevator for no reason. Fine then. I'm gonna get confused by waypoints again. How dare you, Vidima game? Can the old piece be played through again? Not yet, no. But they did say that they're working very hard to get that very quickly to us. Because when I was done the old piece, I just kind of sat there like, let me play it again! Let me play again! Let me do it! Please! Do I know how to speak Spanish? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I know, like, a little tiny bit of French. Just a little bit. Alt account wins again? Heck yeah. I really liked the old piece. I thought that it was, like, it made sense how they did the storytelling and all that.
The captive has been secured.
So,
You've done your part, Tenno.
maybe translate Marie for us? Oh, that I can't help you with. I'm sorry. That's far above my pay grade of French. I get made fun of for my French, let me put it that way. Debating if you want to log in and play Warframe, but the Pokemon rabbit hole? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's go to a capture next. Good luck with that? Yeah, I'm not good with French. Kind of pronounce your name correctly? Really? That's kind of surprising. Because I'm dyslexic, so that's very surprising that I managed to pronounce your name. At least anywhere close to correctly is very shocking. All right. I think the headphones are good now. I do wish that it had a proper monitoring to it, and it just doesn't. I'm trying to, like, adjust it so that it pops through a little bit more. Am I? See, that's funny that you say that, Dalen, because actually when I was a kid, I kept spelling everything
Intel that somebody vital to
in
enemy operations is
French.
here. Find them and capture them.
So my uncle, Lizard, my uncle's husband, who's now obviously my uncle because we've spent so much time together, he helped raise me. He's a special education assistant for the public school system here in Canada. And he was helping me out just sort of like get better at life, essentially. And one of the things that he would always be like is like, you are just spelling everything the French way. Are you sure that you're not French? Hope you're having a good holidays. I'm having a fantastic holidays. GQ boy, thank you very much for the follow as well. Welcome on in. Deep down, we're all French, true and real. Where the heck are my candies? We all French together? Are you offering? I'm kidding. You can't catch me. I caught you. You're right there. Stare. Hey. Rude.
Target located. Bring them in.
My uncle's a lizard? My uncle is a lizard, yeah.
Success. The captive is safely
Alrighty.
in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
Thanks everybody for the hype train. Appreciate you all. Dalen, Revin, Dome, Dova. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, what do we get? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Lizard. Oh, this is really weird. It's doing some weird things with the game audio. But it also might just be because there's certain quieter parts and it's not picking up the details because of the music being a little bit louder. It's giving some very interesting... We're gonna have to be spending some time getting this nailed down properly. You got PSF yesterday? Heck yeah. 2 sneaky cool bros from incubation today. Not your lucky day. Oh. Don't take offense to this. A bonk? You know what? That's fair. I respect the bonk. Yeah. Okay, we gotta get these. New headset. They're looking good. Yeah, they're really nice. These are the Sennheiser HBD 630s. And they're really good quality. It's just gonna take a little bit of getting used to because there's not really a proper monitor through it. So I'm gonna have to sort of do some tooling around over the next couple of days to get the all of the audio levels properly for my end. But I also got a Shure SM7DB,
Stay focused.
the new
There's a
microphone, and that will be tomorrow, getting that sorted out. Because I'm gonna have to do a lot, like, I'm gonna do some EQing, I'm gonna do some mixing around and stuff like that. So, the NFL, but it's getting wild. You know what? I know nothing about the NFL, but what's happening in the NFL? Do tell. You might have to go Taxon, but the Raska gives the shield regeneration. I mean, the Taxon's pretty freaking solid, but yeah, the Raska is really, really nice for the extra shields. You're right. You wish you could use a headset personally, but they bother your regular ears, so earbuds for you or a speaker for your computer. Yeah, I was debating whether or not I want to do IEMs, in-ear monitors, but I really just wanted to have like a really solid, like for me, this was a personal goal thing. Getting like the high quality headphones, this was a personal goal for me. 5 streams, let's go! Woo! Woo! The Umamuse fans and the Denver Broncos? Oh no. Oh no. Seattle and San Francisco are battling for this first seed in their conference. Let's say, as a Seattle fan, do you hope they win? Yeah, it would be nice. Seattle's a newer team, isn't it? No, Seahawks. I'm thinking, what's the newer Seattle team? Was it hockey? I think it was hockey. The Kraken, right? Seattle Kraken? I think so. Yeah, it's not those. It's the Kraken. You enjoy IEMs, but doesn't give the headphone dent? No, yeah, it's a little bit of a different situation, absolutely. What's wrong with that NPC? They're just having a swim. They're just having a nap. They're sleepy. You flew over in time to America to watch the Cowboy Dallas game? Ooh, nice.
Excellent work, Tenno.
Ooh, very nice. Yes. And I keep forgetting that I don't have to take off my headphones to get up. This is the other big thing for the stream. Big old new microphone. And then new desk is in the mail. And new chair is in the mail. Very excited. Well, I haven't gotten the new chair yet. I'm trying to debate if I want to, like, what I want to do with the chair. But, yep, XLR. And I've got the Stream Deck Plus with the XLR in the back for the XLR dock. How was the holidays? It was really, really good. It was really, really enjoyable. Getting to catch up with my sister and connect more with my sister. We haven't always had the best relationship. But especially as we've been getting older, we've been making a lot harder of an effort together. And it's been very, very positive. Let's put it that way. Hey, Eden. Haven't caught a stream. Happy to have you here. Now, Edrin, not Eden. My apologies. I'm finally live. Yeah, it took a few days off. Feel that? You're the same with your brother? Yeah, my sister and I have, you know, cats and dogs, basically. Which is funny because I'm a cat person and she's a dog person. But you know, it was overall probably one of the best holidays I've ever had. Have my Bezos bucks. I love Bezos bucks. I love stealing money from Jeff Bezos. They like each other when you don't have to be around each other all the time? Yeah, exactly. And we, you know, it's a process. Rebuilding a relationship always takes a little bit of time, but we're both putting in a lot of effort to try to rebuild the relationship between each other, and I'm really, really happy about that. This holidays has certainly been probably the best holidays I've had ever. Yeah. Smite Fusion only adds that damage status to weapon attacks, correct? Yes, it does not apply to abilities. The only weapon buffing ability that applies to abilities, to the top of my knowledge, is Roar. Holly, it was interesting. Your aunt and her family had some interesting things occur. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope it's all fine. Heard Carrick is so mid. I mean, any weapon's very good in Warframe if you're, you know, putting the effort to make it good. Now the Carrick is a little bit of an older, even with the Carrick, even with the Carrick, Kuva Carrick. So it is a little bit of an older weapon. It doesn't, it's not like the greatest thing out there, but it's not bad in any way. Carrick Wraith? Do they have a Carrick Wraith too? You get why they don't, but you sure wish that they did. I know. I too wish that we could have crazy things. Oh, I've seen the Stug do damage cap at level cap. It's, you know, everything in the game can work if you're crazy enough to make it work, right? It's Warframe. I found out about the reasons why you started Warframe. Yeah, hit me up. It's very basic. John Otto, rifle weapons of Warframe. Yeah, it's literally exactly that, peanuts. Okay, I gotta run a quick ad break. Y'all know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-rolls. See you in a second. Oh, it's really weird. The game audio is very different than the music audio, but like not in a bad way. It's just like very odd. Hit damage cap at level cap. That's news to you. Yeah, everything can do any, like, because remember, because the way that Warframe interacts with each other with abilities and weapons, it's pretty easy to do some pretty crazy stuff in the game. Kuva new core, so you want to make it so good? Get the Solvec next, probably the new core. Oh, the new core is incredible. Highly, highly recommend. If you need a new core build, you can always type ! new core. Give the boy a treat. Okay, man, I'll give the boy an extra treat just for you. Let me do that right meow. Hey, buddy. It's so weird not being wired. It's really weird. Hi, bud. You want some treatums? This is from May. Here you go. Some snackums. My good boy. You went through some of the old vids you saved back in January and found a bunch of my vids there? That's hilarious. Can you boop the snoot? Okay, well, you're in another continent, so you can't boop the snoot, but I will boop the snoot on your behalf. How about that? Hey, buddy. Can I boop your snoot? Or are you crunching? Hello. Boop. He's crunching. He was not amused with the snoot boop, but he got snoot booped. Keep wondering how your friend has a great Lexington Prime card and you remember that at Riven and you have emotional damage? Oh. Just pass through the screen? The Matrix! It's real! The Matrix is real! You offer help with mod builds? I do that all the time. What's up, my friend? Dialogue volume. That's where part of the problem is. There we go. Taurid Incarnate and Tenet Galaxian comparable? I prefer the Tenet Galaxian over the Taurid Incarnate. They are both chain beams. They both have their strengths and weaknesses. So, I mean, you know, it's sort of 6 of one, half dozen another. Both are good. Very, very strong. Very, very, very strong. I prefer the Galaxian because I like its augment for extra energy regeneration. And it's also extra critical damage, which is nice, so that you can play in sort of a crit size hybrid on it. Which is quite fun and quite strong. All right, speaking of builds, let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at Texas's Uriel. Ooh, I like that energy channel in there. And I see that you went with the wireframe ephemera here as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, Cage Heart, if you ever want to me to take a look at your stuff, just shoot me a private message in game, and I'll take a look at it. I really like that. Texas looks nice. Wisp Prime Rogue. Ooh. Oh, you know what? A lot of people are going just like straight sort of emo colors on her, and I think what you've done here is very, very nice, Rogue. Kind of mixing in the whites with the, and sort of a blue inside of the hair, and having a bluish white here is really nice. Well done. Just need a beam weapon upgrade from your Amprex, even though it's amazing. Honestly, if you like the Amprex, I would say probably try out the Tenet Galaxian first, if you don't have the Incarnate yet for the Taurid, of course. But I would highly recommend it. Kulivo from the Grand Otterpaw. Ooh. Ooh, I like that green and teal color in there. That's a nice mixture. That's really nice. I think I would try to get another color here, right? So we got brown on brown. Maybe something a little bit different here between the sort of the chest and the armor. Just like a little bit more of a contrast, but it looks nice. Your Paris Prime. Okay, good. So you put Galvanized Aptitude because on the Incarnate form, this is actually a multiplicative, so good choice. You have Prime Shred, you have Serration, so having multiplicative here is quite good. Secondary Enervate. Secondary Enervate is Holvania. So the Holvania rep group slash from inside of the missions there. And you're going super hard into the crit side. I'm not a big fan of playing ADS all the time. If you're used to that sort of playstyle, it's actually especially good on here, so it makes sense. I don't know if I would go Radiation, personally. I would maybe go into Magnetic instead of Rad, which does have a thing there. The reload speed is kind of nice, though. I get it. But I would maybe go into the Radiation side here. Just it's a more useful status effect. But if you're using it for the reload speed, I understand. Otherwise, I think what you have here is actually pretty strong. Deadhead's very good because it's more damage for Galvanized Aptitude, same with Serration, and it also gives you a little bit of minus weapon recoil so you can aim a little bit better, even though it's a bow, it doesn't really have any weapon recoil. It's a little bit extra nice. For your Lex Prime, what do we have? Galvanized Shot, Diffusion, Magnetic Might, Scorch, Frostbite, Elementalist. What are we running here? Heat Viral Magnetic with Enervate to fuel your crit chance. So I like offloading Viral onto something else. So I don't know if I would run Viral on here personally. Like, I like offloading the Viral into, like, a Companion or Nourish. So that's what I would personally do, and instead of Viral, I would maybe go Corrosive. Or get another damaging element to work with Pistol Elementalist. You do have Heat, and you do have Slash, but maybe another damaging element could be useful here. But that would mean that you would have to go completely out of Viral and Heat and into, like, Gas Electric, which could be actually very strong on here, or Blast Electric would also be very good, or Blast and Toxin would also be very good. But that said, you do, Pistol Elementalist, you got potentially electric damage from here when you break shields or overguard at max stacks. So, and you do have Magnetic here already, so I like it. Yeah, I like it. Cynax. Send you build for the Nucor and let me know what you should get used. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to also meet you can take a look at my Nucor build and sort of work from there as well. Okay, so we got a shield tank Styanax. We have expertise for more shields. Multi-augment for more power strength, energy siphon, which plays well into rally point and nourish for just huge amounts of energy regeneration. You probably don't need energy siphon. I would maybe lean into corrosive projection here or growing power, but you know, it's personal preference at that point. Because the other thing that you could do here is that you aren't running much range. Maybe get some range on here. It is kind of nice for both Final Stand as well as Theros Strike. And you are using Intrepid Stand, so a little bit more on here wouldn't be necessarily bad for range. And for that, I would probably be removing Augur Accord here. Now, you're probably using Augur Accord so that you can do the passive massive shields thing for extra critical chance on your weapons. Totally get that. But out of all of your abilities here, like all of your mods, my apologies, I would probably swap this out. And I would probably swap in Archon Stretch. Archon Stretch can be activated by a companion's ability, so you can get extra energy regeneration, which plays well with Nourish because it does... and Nourish's energy multiplier does play into that. And the extra AoE, the extra range is just nice for Final Stand. It makes the explosions a little bit bigger. It's not like super necessary in any way, shape, or form, but just nice. Otherwise, I like the builds that you have there. Really nice. Really, really nice. Echo, what you got? Still haven't figured out how to get more for your blast builds? I love Archon Stretch. I'm addicted. Ooh, Echo, she pretty. Ooh, I love the purple and black and gold. Some of my favorite color combos. Key, what you got? You got Gyre? All right. Shock Trooper, Cathode Current, Conductive Sphere. Do you need Shock Trooper on here? I feel like this is already doing Shock Trooper for you. Because Conductive Sphere. But I guess if you just want to go like super hard into the electrical damage, I get you. Like, I understand. But I feel like you... I mean, if you just want to go like super hard into the gun platform, yeah, I like this. And then expertise for boosting up your shields because you got such a good strength value here. Aegis to regenerate your shields. I would recommend having some auger pistol mods. They scale against each other? Oh, do they scale against each other? Oh, okay, then if they do that, then ignore me. I didn't realize that they would scale off of each other like that. That's really good then. I don't really play much Gyres, so definitely a knowledge gap on my part there. I would probably say for Aegis, you might want to get an auger mod onto your pistols. There's 2 auger mods that you can put on your pistols just to restart your shields when they break and give you a little bit of shield gating. You know, you don't have any natural shield regeneration here, so that would be my only concern. But with adaptation, the amount of shields that you'll have from expertise plus Aegis, you probably should be fine. Probably. If you're finding that you're having survivability problems, try throwing on some auger mods on a pistol and just use it as a, whatchamacallit? Don't see a lot of 3 augment builds. Yeah, I like using 3 augment builds, but they are rarer. That's true. The Onos. So the Onos is a weapon that I don't know very well. I'm sorry. So I'm not going to be able to give you huge amounts of advice here. I don't know if you need punch through on here. Not that it's bad. I'm just thinking that I don't know if you need that. Anemic agility. That's a lot of fire rate. That's pretty sick, actually. Between lethal torrent and anemic agility. Runic extension for a little bit further beam range. Secondary irradiate. Looks nice. Raziel Kane, how you doing? Now, I can't remember if the Onos gets multiplicative gun co, so just sort of depending, you might want to get some more elements on here. Which I would probably replace. You know what? I don't know enough about the Onos to really give you huge amounts of advice there, Key. I'm sorry. Hey, Frog, how you doing? Secondary. Oh, we saw that. You're Uriel. Ooh, leaning heavy into the demon aesthetic. Nice. I like that. Yeah, Rhino's horns are definitely one of the a fantastic fashion option there. Tara, what you got? Finally finished farming Noko? Let's see. Ooh, I mean, black and red always looks good. Always looks good. I would try to get another color in here, though. Maybe like an orange into the energy channels. Just get another color so that there's a little bit more to it. But I really, really like it. But also that could, again, LookLink is having some problems right now. Could just be a LookLink thing. Ooh, very cool looking Uriel. Yeah, see the orange just cutting in here? I love the orange cutting in. Now here, I think I would probably bring this red down a shade or two. It's kind of distracting. But that's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen another. If you like it that way, you like it that way, and you ignore me. Catch Moon, crit chance, damage, status chance, minus slash. Does this thing even have slash? I don't think this thing has slash, so that's actually a really nice ribbon. right? Just replay, gives you some neutral damage, gives you some crit chance, gives you some status chance, all things that the Catch Moon wants. I like it. Just unveiled a Fuseli Riven. The game hates you. True, the game does hate you. Constitution, growing power, adaptation, intensify, vitality, neutron stars, multi-efficiency, multi-augmented, more duration. I feel like you probably don't need more duration on here. I would say maybe you don't need efficiency here. You've got a pretty solid amount. Oh, but you're probably going more duration so you have more null stars. Yeah. Yeah. So one thing I like running on my Trinity is I run a blue shard and I don't run prime flow because energy vampire is just energy on demand, right? So you could switch out prime flow for a stretch just for a little bit more range on Link and null stars. So it's just a little bit more AoE there. And also it would increase this no, this is an infinity range. It would increase this energy, the range a little bit here. Just an idea. You're probably using Constitution just for the duration, which I totally get. You may want to switch this out for the Augur mod. You know, just mod capacity if you really feel like it. It's not super necessary. It's 4% less duration. And duration doesn't look like it's going to be a problem here for you. Nice. I like it. The other thing that you could try on here is the new Arcane, right? This only gives 36% duration. You could lock more duration into other things. What's that? New duration gives you 60% duration on your next cast. Arcane Concentration. Thank you, Edrin. You could switch this out for Arcane Concentration because you are going to be sort of spamming abilities between Blessing, Energy Vampire, and this. And you could maybe get a little bit more duration, functional duration out of that. But it does require a little bit of a... it requires a little bit of a different play style. And because you have to sort of think, okay, I need to cast this, and then immediately cast this. So if you're not sort of wanting to have that sort of micromanagement, I totally get it. Efficiency really does solve that problem for you, though. Right? Spicy Saren fashion. Ooh, damn. She's sexy, man. Ooh, I like that. Gone with sort of tanned Caucasian skin tones there. Very nice. I like. That's neat, mate. I like. The Seva headpiece? Yeah, the Sevagoth headpiece is so good. Okay, I just need to run to the washroom, and then we'll keep taking a look at some stuff. Oh, I'm gonna take these off. Let me know if taking these off when I get back, if like it pauses anything or disconnects anything. Because I could just wear them when I go to the washroom, but like I don't want to. Not your dinner yet, boy. Nobody. Cuts the music off? Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know, so I gotta figure out how I can stop that from happening, but when I put my headphones back on, it doesn't start the music right away. Okay, we'll have to figure that out. That's a future me solve. Hey, Hatters, how you doing? Blue, this looks incredible. I really, really like this. Going with sort of this more bronzy gold on here. Or copper, I suppose, probably is a better term, better color. Hey, Kung Bob, how you doing? Did you first solo net yourself with Ural? Ooh, how'd it go? Ooh. Ooh, very nice looking Ureli as well. I like that. Although I would probably try to get a little bit more contrast here between the blues. Like, make this one lighter or make this, like, a little bit more contrast between those. You know what I mean? Maybe the apps. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So I'll see if I can figure out how to stop that from happening. What about your citrine? Oh, blue, this is beautiful. Really, really nice. Really, really, really. Ooh, I like sort of the blue tone in that. I don't know where that blue tone's coming from, but I really, really like that. That looks good. About shield gating was true and it was fun with Uriel. Yeah, well, don't forget Uriel's third ability fully regenerates health and shields, right? Stuff, still spoiler with the 3 new? Yeah, it's a little bit spoiler, yeah. There's probably a relevant app that lets you program more headphone functions. Exactly, I just haven't figured them all out yet. Hold on, how common is Tau Forge shard drops from Archon Hunt? It scales up the more you don't get a Tau Forge shard. So every rotation, if you don't get a Tau Forge shard yellow, then the next rotation it has an increased chance. So it starts at 20% and then goes up higher. And for your Uriel build, that... I like running higher duration on Uriel, but I think what you have here is really strong, blue. I think this is good. No notes, other than get your mods maxed. No notes had here. Archon Stretch can be activated by a companion. Archon Vitality, Archon Intensify, Double Heat. Healing your minions with your medium will activate that. Archon Hotshot, Arcane Hotshot for the extra crit stuff. Multi Augment for more power strength. Yeah, I love it. Looks good to me. Frost. Yeah, it could go concentration there too. Honestly, though, you don't need like a super amount of duration. Depends on how you're playing Uriel. Right, if you want to play around his 4 more, then more duration is better. If you aren't playing around the 4 as much, then duration is less important. Kind of thing. Telos Boltor. I've got a Boltor, and I think it is the Telos Boltor on there for you hatters. Oh, that's right. Sorry, if I've got a mod around, can you, in my to-do list thread in the mod channel, can you just add stream elements stuff? I need to get that fixed back up. Okay, Rolling Guard for a little bit of emergency survivability in case Icy Avalanche falls off. Archon Stretch, Augur Reach, Umbral Intensify, Nourish for further energy regeneration, Stand, United for armor, which plays well into Icy Avalanche. The only thing I would do here, Rolling Guard is super not necessary. It's nice for the emergency backup, but I would say that's super not, like, not totally necessary. You may find that you aren't needing it, depending on your playstyle. And if you find that you aren't needing it, depending on your playstyle, I would switch out for an Archon or Umbral Fiber. Boost up your armor a little bit more, which feeds into Icy Avalanche. You are getting 40% more duration and strength from here, and you're also getting more strength from here, so you don't need to worry about your strength values at all. This looks really, really nice. Really, really like that. Okay, I gotta run a quick ad break, y'all. You know the deal. We gotta run ads so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. See you in a second. You watched the video, you were talking about mods and arcanes? The mods and arcanes are in the video, hatters, as always in all my shorts. It's right there at the end, as always. Just like always. I don't hide them from you, except for hiding at the end of the short. Melee Kareen Gauss? No, but I'm working on a Melee Kareen Mirage right now. I got some ideas for that. Debilitate, Cascade Empowered, Magnetot. Ooh, and on the Arbusep. Ooh, you know what? That's kind of neat. I like that. The only concern I have here is I don't think the Arbusep can... I gotta test this out on the Arbusep. But it feels like the Arbusep doesn't apply enough status effects in rapid succession in order to get up to the 10. But that could also just be I need to play around more with it and figure it out more, because maybe there's something there that I'm missing. But I haven't really given a huge test here. I was very overwhelmed with the old piece release that I'm missing a lot of testing information. Just got the Sickers Incarnate. Do you have any recommendations for mods or arcanes? I do have a Sickers Incarnate build on the channel. Oh, if I can spell Sicarus. How do you spell Sicarus? There we go. Sicarus. There we go. There we go. Here you go, Vrux. That should get you started. And if you need any more help or any more questions after that, just let me know. And I'll pull up my build and explain it a little bit more here for you, but at least get you started there. Man, these headphones are really good. Holy crap. The no monitoring thing is a little bit wigging me out, but it's really good. Sicario? I love that movie. Josh Brolin? It's pretty good. Pretty dang good. Let's just go Sancti. F it. Let's Sancti it up. And you know what? I need to keep working on my 100 form amnesia here. So let's do a little bit more with that. A rocket on my back, spaceman, I'm a raven like a maniac. Alrighty, what do we got? I want to do some relics. I need the Kestrel Prime. Who would like to join me for some relics? Because I need the Kestrel Prime. You're not sure why, but you have a really bad habit of selling essential mods, and you can't stop doing it either. Did I see a Raven? No, not yet. Kung Bob? Kung Bob, can you remind me your in-game name? It's this, right? Right? That's you? Could join, you got a spot? For you, I got a spot. It is, okay, there we go. Blue, and if you have any of the Kestrel Prime relics, let me know. Can I check your in-game message? You need some build advice? Yeah, once we're done doing this here. Jade, what you got? Why no completion of the MR5 test? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm just lazy. Ooh, Jade. Ooh, Jade. The only thing I would say here, and it could just be a look link thing here, Jade, is this tan color, this cream color on the wings, feels a little bit off from this cream color on the armor. But that could just be look link here. If it's just look link, then ignore me. But it would be cool if you kind of like got that color matching a little bit better. But again, it's probably just look link. Gabe, can you join? Sure. Get in here. Gabe X Sans. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, not S, Z. Perfect. Invite sent out. We're doing Steel Path Survival. Gabe, so as long as you're good for that. And if you have any of the Kestrel Prime relics, it would be really nice for you to put on the Kestrel Prime Blueprint or the Kestrel Prime Blade relics for me. Did you miss anything? So much. An elephant walked through the room. Rank Warframe fashion? I don't rank Warframe fashion, but I take a look at Warframe fashion and give some advice based off what I think. But also, it's always beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? All right. Kestrel. Okay, now here, we're going to turn down the music for me, because I want to see if there's any input lag that's really bad here. Main blueprint? The main blueprint and the blade is what I need, Gabe. But if you don't have either of those, then just throw on whatever else you want. We're super chill here. The only time we're not chill is on release day of a Prime, and we're not anywhere close to release day of a Prime, so we don't care. So why viral and heat on the Sicarus and not blast on the Sicarus? Because I just tend to find that it needs that armor reduction from the heat and then the increasing damage to health from the viral. Now that said, you can offload the viral to something else and then go into blast if you really feel like it. It's not that hard to do either. And ultimately, Vrux, elements these days are significantly less important the further you are into the game. It starts to matter less, right? You end up overwhelming damage pretty freaking easily. So, you know, it's not like super necessary, but at the end of the day, like switch around the elements, right? I think also I run viral heat, but I run Cascade of Flare on there. So if you aren't running heat on your weapon, then don't run Cascade of Flare, right? Okay, we're testing the audio here. Solantora, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate the heck out of you. All right, peeps, you know the deal. Let's go find ourselves a room, pretend we're friends. Open Sesame. we got? Not a bad one. Not doing weeklies. We're gonna do that tomorrow, just because today's a little bit of a shorter stream. Because I'll be ending at 4 today because I've got a Christmas party with a friend. So tomorrow, because it's also New Year's Eve tomorrow, we're gonna be playing. I think we'll probably be streaming most of the night. If we can find a better room than this, I'm super game. Comb build with debilitate. I did try debilitate. Debilitate is really, really interesting. I'm trying it right now on the boar here, and because the boar, just like the Strun Incarnate, has one of the evolutions that gives you just an insane amount of extra status chance on its Incarnate form. So I have like an 800% status chance here. Oh, we got something over here. What does Zeno's doing? I'm testing out the new mic, the new headphone. Rue, guess what tomorrow is? Rue, guess what tomorrow is? New mic day! You played with Debilitate, normal comb, because Riven Disposition did pretty well against Simulacrum test enemies. Yeah, I would highly recommend, whatchamacallit, don't put any gain on it. Yeah, I'm not going to try putting any gain on it right away. If you're hanging around tomorrow, Rue, just because I know you're an audio nerd like me, I would love to hear your input on how the microphone sounds so I can try to get like a nice EQ on it. Just because I know that you're one of those audio nerds, you understand. Let me chat with Charlie. Yeah, no worries, no worries. We're gonna be streaming all day tomorrow, probably looking at like a 12-hour. Looking at a nice 12-hour stream tomorrow for New Year's. Know that Discord will compress the hell out of you? Oh yeah, absolutely. For your knowledge, so it makes a big difference. Yeah, but the other side of it is, Salantora, is the Kuva Comb actually just has better stats just overall in general. So even with a Riven, I would probably still recommend switching over. But it's like totally up to you. If you want to use the regular comb, it'll be fine. It's not like that major of a difference. It'll start to matter the later you are into the game, of course. But, you know. Does TeamSpeak also compress the heck out of you? I can't remember if TeamSpeak does or not. TeamSpeak still real? Can't stand the 95% drop off for damage at that range. Yeah, that's why I typically throw on the mods that give you that increased fall off. Right? Name a more iconic duo with me and forgetting to do there. How do one people play one frame every day? How do they not get bored? You know what? Great questions. You're asking an excellent question to someone who has absolutely no idea, because I just love playing so many different frames. Oh, Rue, the only problem with these headphones is there's not really a good way to do monitoring for it. So it's a little bit difficult for doing that. Volt go zoom, you know what? As long as you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself, that's all that matters. But I always look at it as like, variety is the spice of life. And my audio just cut out. Why did my audio just cut out? Okay. Interesting. I have no audio now. What happened here? Oh, hi there. Yeah, you can all still hear. But why am I not getting any audio to the headphones anymore? Let's try doing a little bit of this. And then doing a little of this. All right, not sure what happened there. That's interesting. No, battery didn't die. What is going on here? What are you trying to do?
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search.
What are you trying to do?
Extraction is ready.
Okay. New tech problems, am I right? Oh, Kestrel Blueprint, very nice. What if we just turn off the Bluetooth? That's what it was, okay. Require Yanis Vor? Great question, I don't know. Oh, but did that screw up the music? Yes, I can no longer hear the music. Alright, we'll have to get that sorted out. Oh, and it's done something weird. You all can't hear the music now either? Okay. Yeah, something weird has happened here. Tell you thoughts on the stream build? Yeah, absolutely. Send it on over and I'll take a look at it when I'm done doing the mission. Can't take a look at stuff when we're in mission here. Okay, so what has happened here? Alright, 1 second. Okay, so that breaks that. Alright. It's always fun with new tech trying to make things work, you know what I mean, Jellybean? Wait, hold on. Can you all hear the music? No music. Okay, this is just a quiet part of the song. Okay. Okay, I can hear the music perfectly now. Can you all hear? Whenever you like have new tech, it always can do some weird things, so you always got to keep an eye out and try to figure it out. Game is louder than music now. Okay. Some music, but barely audio. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. DE gave you plat for Christmas? Heck yeah. Okay, so you can barely hear the music now, but the game is much louder. All right, all right. Okay, let's... It's always fun doing tech tests while streaming. While watching. Oh, this is a bad weapon for fighting you. Wait, I got this. Get hammered, nerd. Bam! Oh, it did nothing. Bam! Bam! Oh. Alright, alright. Is the boar multiplicative? No, not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. But I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong on these things. Okay, so the game audio is now too loud for y'all. So let's bring that down a bit there. Yeah, but there's like no very little input delay on these. It's really nice. The problem with like wireless headphones, especially high quality wireless headphones, is every once in a while they're just like, not every once in a while, they just usually have really bad input latency. And this is, it's a little bit there. Like if I was playing competitive PvP games, I'd probably want to switch over to a different headphone for like optimized god level tier game nerding. But like, you know, it doesn't really matter. Sure. Sure. It's so nice having wireless headphones. Oh, I love wireless headphones. Sorry, don't mind me. Kestrel. Okay, so if you have the Kestrel Prime Blade Relic, which is Lith D7, that would be really cool. How was my Christmas Melts week? It was very good, thank you. The holidays are usually very stressful for me, but this holiday was probably the best that I have ever had. Excuse me. Parts of my farming for the Kestrel Prime here. Farming for the Kestrel Prime because I still don't have it. What kind of headphones are these? These are the Sennheiser HBD 630s. They're a new set of headphones that came out relatively recently. And all of the audio files are going nuts for them. And you know, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, if one audio file is going nuts about them, but then like nobody else is, like, okay, maybe that's just a bias thing. But all of them are going nuts about this, so it's like, okay, no, there's something here. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, if all the Warframe content creators are saying this is really busted and is gonna get nerfed, you know it's probably really busted and gonna get nerfed. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of thing there. But I'm loving the heck out of these. These are really solid. Just got to figure out some weird kinks with the tech. But this is always the case when it comes to streaming and new tech. It's nothing to be here. $500 headphones. They were more than that for me, but yeah, they're quite expensive ones. Yeah. Here in Canada, they retail for like $700. Okay, we got to run a quick ad break here, everyone. You know the deal. We got to run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. You sit tight. See you in a second. No more desire. But the nice thing is that if these don't work here, it's not more in Canada, it's just exchange. Yeah, exactly. Just currency, you know. No, I'm doing a lot of investment into the stream right now, so I need to go and get a different XLR cable. I thought a 5-foot cable would be enough. It's not enough. Bone conduction ones, I don't like them. Because of my jaw problem, so this jaw muscle here impedes into my ear canal. It's messing up my hearing, so those bone ones sadly just aren't very good for me. They are super cool though, just like the idea of them are super neat. Where am I at for level? Okay, good, my measure's done here. Very good, very good. Oh, these are so good sounding. If I could figure out the monitor on these, I would be much happier though. That's just the only thing that I gotta properly figure out is how to make these do some kind of monitor to them. And if I could figure that out, then I think these would be perfect. But even then, it's not that bad. It's just I gotta have my audio a little bit lower. Is my in-game name the same as on YouTube? Yes, it is. Hey, Hellblade, how you doing today? Alright, alright. Hello, bad people. All of the evildoers. 5-hour nap by total accident? I love naps. You always wondered what makes this spot so popular? It's enemy spawning, mainly. So it's got lots of entrances that are funnel enemies in. It's also large enough for when you're playing with a squad so that everyone's in a similar area, but not necessarily impacting each other terribly. So you're able to sort of play with a squad a little bit more freely here. New mic? Yeah, that's tomorrow. I just need to go get a different XLR cable, and I just didn't, you know, I was gonna be like, okay, I'll do the EQ, and then I got home and I was like, this is just gonna be extra stress, so I'll do the EQing and getting that all set up next time. Yay, Prime subs, May! Yay! Thank you very much, May. What's the mic? It's the Shure SM7 or SM7DB, and I'm using the Elgato Stream Deck Plus with the XLR adapter. Just so that everything's sort of in the same suite and same sort of program suite, so to say. And also, it's very useful. Having sort of that more, having the knobs and the controls like that will be very nice for me. Perfect. We got the Kestrel done. Thanks, squad. We're gonna go for one more here. We always go to 20. I'm just gonna throw on a random relic. Oh, you know what? I'll throw on another one of these just in case anyone here else needs it.
Void manifestations drawn to this they will drain your life support.
Yeah, if I can figure out the monitor so that I can boost up the audio. Oh, that would be so nice. Because right now it definitely is a pair of headphones that you need to throw power into to really get the most out of them. Like you gotta throw, and by power I mean like turn up the volume. But right now I'm just trying to find the balance of everything. Gonna do a second run after this. It's 2 o'clock. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some more runs today. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some more here. Is the 7.7 amp a bad amp for Angels and Eidolons? I mean, there's better amps than it for Angels and Eidolons, absolutely. Is it a bad amp? No, not at all. Typically speaking, the go-to amps for like Eidolons would be like a 147 or a 177 or a 547 is another one that a lot of people like to use for Eidolons, Angels, and Thrax. But honestly, you'll be fine with the 777. You won't be like the most efficient. Yeah, like could you get more efficiency and thus get more Eidolon kills in a singular night cycle? If you were running one, like running a different one, 10,000%. Does it really matter at the end of the day? Honestly, not entirely. Obviously, if you're going for efficiency, then yeah, it would matter. But like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine with a 777. Having big thoughts. Finally playing very antisocial. Honestly, the Final Fantasy 14 is actually a really good solo player experience. Cardi. I know a lot of people who play it completely solo. It actually is a very, very solid solo player experience. It's on sale? Well, I mean, if you're really feeling like it, a great thing to do with Final Fantasy is just do the free trial. The free trial it's a meme because it's how dense it is. Unlimited playtime for the first for the base game and first 2 expansions. And basically everything that comes in those expansions are for free as well. There's a few things that are limited, like you can only have a certain amount of money, you can't do like specific things, like you can't join clan, or I think you can join clans, but there's like a few different things there. I'm a wizard. I'm not a wizard. I'm a Zenos. But thank you very much, Norse, for the 4 months Prime. Super appreciate you. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a lizard. Lizard? Any lizards in chat? I think you'd rather buy the thing instead. So just keep in mind that Final Fantasy XIV is a subscription service, right? So that's the reason why I always recommend people to give the free trial a try. But at the end of the day, like, you know, do what makes sense for you. But like once you buy the game proper, then you're like locked in for subscription and all that. Also, the hardest thing in Final Fantasy XIV is in fact making an account. I have no idea how anyone at Square Enix has allowed that game to have such a terrible it's funny. Such a terrible sign up. Like it is beyond trash. Like the hardest part of getting started in Final Fantasy XIV is actually just making an account. Just feel like you go mental trying to figure out how to go from the free trial to the actual account. I think it's literally just buying the expansions, if I remember correctly. Like buy the expansions and then sign up for your thing. I think it's pretty easy. I think it has a different client though, but honestly, do what makes most sense for you. I get you either way. I understand. Okay. So an interesting point of order is that I do actually have to turn off Bluetooth on my computer because it was trying to switch from the dongle to Bluetooth. I wonder if I could just leave Bluetooth on but disconnect from the headphones. Yo, Dragon. Welcome back. How you doing? All right, head to extract peeps. We're out of here. GG. GG. New Year's present for yourself. Do it up. Do what makes you happy. Probably get a note for when you go play. You're on Xbox, so loading times. That's okay. I'm fine. We're super chill here. You know that. At least I hope you know that. Ooh, epitaph. How's it going? It's going really well, Boris. How are you? Yeah, oh, I'm sure that there's a button for that. But honestly, not having Bluetooth isn't a problem. All of my wireless devices have dongles attached to them, so it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hello. And did not have a damage issue one time. Ooh, very good. Yeah, no worries, Cilantro. It's going to take a little bit because I'm going to be taking a look at people's builds and I might need to just sort of go in and take a look at the settings here. So sit tight. Because it does sound like the audio is doing something a little bit weird here, so just got to figure out what's happening here. Okay, that's fine there. Then what if we do this and we go into here and we go here, we go here, and we go here, and hopefully this isn't going to screw up everything. Good, it's not. And then we'll go crossfeed. We'll turn that off. How does this sound? Testing, testing. Can I hear myself? I cannot hear myself at all. No. Okay. What if we just turn off ambient? Activate transparency during phone calls? No. Testing, testing, testing. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, so we'll just turn that off. It's got, like, touch controls. I don't know if I like the touch controls, though. Okay, so I can hear that. Oh, now I can hear myself. Okay. So why don't we bring that down just a bit? So it does have some monitoring to it. It's not too strong, though. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we'll turn off the crossfeed. We'll try a mission without the crossfeed. I think that was messing up some stuff there. Okay, so we'll go with that. So now I can hear myself a little bit so that I can sort of gauge my volume levels. And I'm not sort of blasting out my vocal cords. There we go. And is it changing the audio anywhere? It doesn't sound like it's changed the audio anywhere, so I think we're good. Okay, Dutch. Let's take a look. What you got? Balefire Charger. Any tips on building out your Balefire? Also wondering here. Okay, let's start with your Hildren because this is going to impact your Balefire. So, Mars Hatred for a bit more ability strength. The armor doesn't matter. Prime Redirection. Expertise, feeding all your strength into that. Elemental Ward. Make sure that you set it to electric so that you get the extra shield regeneration. And then also when you cast abilities, it'll shoot at electricity because your shields take damage. And then cause the electricity to get spiked out at people. And that's a fun little combo here. Now, Aegis Gale, you aren't running any range mods. I might recommend getting some more range mods on here because if I remember correctly, range does affect the Balefire Charger. So I would probably not run a Mars Hatred here, and I would probably go into some range. Now, you would be losing a little bit of strength here. Sprint boost is nice so that you move a little bit faster while you're flying around. You could go growing power for that extra power strength, or you can run some blue shards. You also have a Molt Augmented here. So you should be fine for strength values. Now, the only other thing that I would really make a recommendation on is a little bit of range and an adaptation. I would probably replace these two here. The reason why is the range is a little bit more range for here, a little bit more range from here. And adaptation does work on your shield, so it does give your shields much more stronger durability, so that they can survive for longer and you can keep using them. And also just makes survivability completely nothing that you need to be concerned about. So that's really the only thing I would make a huge recommendation on is adaptation and a little bit of range. But I would say adaptation would be the one that I would focus most on here. The extra strength is nice, but you are getting, once you get Molt Augmented fully up, you'll get 60% power strength from here, which then again does feed into Arcane Expertise. We'll feed into this, we'll feed into this. And with Molt Augmented at full strength, and like a strength shard or two, you'll be at 100% armor strip for pillage. You don't need to run super high duration on her. I like running super high duration, but it's not super necessary. Just this duration should be fine, especially if you put on some range, because then pillage will start further away and then use its duration to expand and then contract in, and plays very well in that way. So yeah, I would say adaptation here, range here, but the range is more optional, but it does interact with Balefire, increasing its range too. So just keep that in mind, that range is very, very good. Now, what do you have here? You have Conjunction Voltage for the extra multi-shot and the reload speed. The reload speed obviously doesn't super matter. The multi-shot's nice. Fulmination for increasing the AoE. Gunslinger, Jolt, Lethal Torrent. So if you're playing with Aegis Gale, you're largely doing AoE damage. I wouldn't run Galvanized Shot here because this is always direct damage. It's very rarely a case where it affects it in other ways. So I probably wouldn't run Galvanized Shot here. Since you are going super hard into electricity on here, you could try like Elementalist maybe, or you could throw on another element on here like Radiation, Magnetic, something like that. You could also, nah, I do agree. You do have 2 electric mods, so you could go into something else, like another element on here, and then Elementalist, right? You could go Blast or Gas with electric for voltage, and then Elementalist for, to play off the double elements. Just a thought. What you have is very strong, don't get me wrong. But just sort of like there's potentials for a little bit more fine tuning on there. Kid Jones. Ooh, cool looking Varuna. The Void Shell skin to give it sort of a craggly effect or a blighted effect. Looks cool. I like that. I like the bone color there. Good choice. Atlus. Ooh, that's also nice. Ooh, that's really nice. Classic black and red. Looks good for a reason. Granddaughter paw. So many things. We saw your Cynex. Mimi 1-2 spam that you got from Trib. Energy Nexus Streamline. Question? Possible answer. What's up? 1-2 spam. Tidal Surge and Aqua Blades. Okay, that's funny. Yeah. Aqua Blades doesn't get affected by range. Does this get affected by range? It does a little bit. You could maybe think about switching out Energy Nexus for Archon Stretch, right? Have a companion with electricity to proc it. Then you get a little bit more range, free up a mod slot, get some more strength on here, or some more duration. Right? Just a thought. Arcane Blessing to fuel your health. Fiber and Intensify for armor and health, or armor and strength. Multi-augment for more power strength, energy saving for more energy. Nice. Looks cool. I see the vision. I see the vision. Although, do you need this much range on here? Now that I've said that, do you need this much range? Because this doesn't get affected by range. And if you're doing the 1-2 spammy thing, you know, that type of thing. After Avenger or before it? So separate, actually, Julie. So Avenger's what's known as a final critical multiplier. So it does all of the mod calculations and then slaps that on at the end. So it is, so if you have 5% base critical chance and then you have 200% in a mod, right? So 5%, 200% of 5% is 10. So then you have 15% total. And then you put on Avenger, then it would be 60 because Avenger is 45% critical chance, right? So it doesn't work into the mod equation in any way, shape, or form. It's tacked on the end. Range picks up more enemies with the 2 and should make it easier to max out 3, which you believe affects Aqua Blades. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm just sort of like trying to figure out the logic of where the build was going. Makes sense. Okay, I just gotta feed the boy. I'll be right back. Go, buddy. Okay. Okay, I got to run a quick ad break here, y'all. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. See you in a minute. Okay, while we're doing that, I'm just gonna go for a quick walk to see if that fixed what I was trying to fix. Okay, that did not fix what I was hoping it would fix. We'll figure that out. And we'll just wait for the ad break to be over, and then we'll keep taking a look at some people's stuff. All right. That. There we go. Thank you, Douche and Rogue, in the to-do list. Appreciate you. Okay. Super Vandal. Let's take a peek here. Prime rounds, malignant force, shred serration, debilitate, viral magnetic heat with debilitate. Nice, yeah, that'll do well. Now this is one where I think actually the radiation would do well, so you get more heat and electric out of it. But like, you don't necessarily need to do that. Unmaxed mods are killing you. Yeah, I know. How dare people not have the endo to max out everything? Shake my head, shake my head. How dare they? Yeah, the only thing I would say is, like, you could maybe switch this out for something else because debilitate, so then it feeds into a different stat, right? Because it's electricity and cold, and you're already getting cold from the viral, so you could go radiation for cold heat, so then you have cold heat, viral, radiation, toxin, electric, right? You got all of them. So it's like, you know, 6-1. Just an idea. Fear comb, magnetic strafe, damage multi-shot. Ooh, tasty. Got myself savvy, debilitate. Nice. Yeah, this looks good too. Nothing really to say here. Because you can also put your progenitor element into radiation so that you get another element there for debilitate to play with, which I think would do really well. Yeah, debilitate really made rad a tasty option for some weapons. Really, really tasty. Any plans for New Year's? I'm gonna stream all day tomorrow. We're just gonna be chilling and hanging. Crystalline, Mecha Pulse, Mecha Empowered. Who's this? Who are you? Maverick. Yep. Battery for your... Do you really have enough armor to make battery worthwhile here? Right? Like, what's your armor in mission? Or what's your shield, what's your energy pool in mission? Because I'm thinking, like, a Mars Hatred, not super necessary. Because you're using this just for a little bit of armor and a little bit of power strength. Arcane Battery is only a third of your maximum armor. Use Tafforge Blue for armor? Yeah, but what I'm wondering is, what's your maximum energy with the battery here? Emissions 550? Okay. That should be more than enough then. Rad plus corrosive is good too. All the dot base elements. Yeah, that's another very good combination too. Absolutely. Especially if you're leaning into whatchamacallit. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, like, I would say maybe go for somewhere else. Like, I find on, like, when I'm doing a mecha build using the prismatic companion augment, I don't lean into these. I lean more into the health and with adaptation and this for there. But that said, between Mecha Pulse, I really wish Mecha Pulse only affected the person who activated it. Because Mecha Pulse actually is really weird. It gives the bonus armor to the person who kills the enemy. It doesn't give the armor to the person who has Mecha Pulse. So, like, it's a little bit odd there in that way. Like, I would go Archon Vitality instead of Umbral Fiber for the extra heats from Prismatic Gem. But, like, you know, what I'm saying is, like, what I would do. It doesn't mean that anything here is wrong. It actually still applies Dr. Evil because it's when you get to 10, it resets over, right? So, but the getting over 10 is the condition. So it's the 11th application of blast that triggers its explosion, but then will also apply heat or cold. So if you're looking to maximize heat and cold, then no, it's not a great choice. But if you're looking for, like, the heat and cold is a nice bonus to the blast, and you sort of approach it with that mentality, then it's a really good choice. Yep. Buttload of range and strength on Citrine, leave duration for arcane concentration. Yeah, I throw a bunch of range and strength and a little bit of duration as well. What happens when you have corrosive in place so you get to 13 stacks? It's after the 10th stack, right? So anything after the 10th stack will have a 50% chance to apply one of the two, or 100% chance to apply one of the two base elements. So at stack 11, it'll apply electric or toxin. Hey, Benz, how you doing? Edrin, what you got? Super Vandal, status weapon? No, a hybrid weapon. Deadhead, Shred, Gas Electric, Elementalist. Getting a little bit of punch through there, getting some more punch through there. My name based on, is it Final Fantasy 14 reference? No, they stole my name. I'm suing Yoshi P as we speak. No, I've had this name for nearly 20 years. So long before Final Fantasy 14 even existed. Crit chance electricity. Ooh, kind of fun. Forcing into the crit. Aptitude for the extra there. Or acuity, sorry. Nice, that's kind of cool. I like that. No, so it's not an anti-synergy at all. Not anti-synergy at all. It's when you go above 10 stacks, it'll apply the base elements as well. You don't need to be at max stacks of what it forces. It is 10 stacks. Best Kubro Predacite for the mecha set? I prefer the Pharaoh Predacite, personally. Just a coincidence? Yeah, just a coincidence. But as someone who also plays Final Fantasy XIV, it is kind of funny that, like, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV and be like, oh, you took Zenos' name. And I'm like, no, he took my name. Anti-Synergy? What about Uncle Synergy? Sorry, Uncle Synergy was lost in the war. Yeah, I like the Pharaoh Predacite because the Pharaoh Predacite also gives you Toxin onto your weapons. So it's a nice little fun combo there. But honestly, though, like, you can put it onto any companion, you'll be pretty happy. The Senika, if you're having problems with Overguard enemies, is a great choice. There's so many good choices out there now. Like, the Hurus is good for the invisibility. The Senika is good for the Overguard munching, just destroys Overguard. It's hilarious. The thing's an anti-Overguard missile. It's great. You could also go the Raska for the shield generation if you're playing a shield-based frame or wanting to do shield gating shenanigans. Like, you know, I like it best on the Pharaoh Predacite because there's other synergies with the Pharaoh Predacite. But, you know, Pharaoh Predacite can activate Archon Stretch. Pharaoh Predacite can spread viral for you. It can give toxin for your weapons. So that's the reason why I've super valued that. This looks really cool, Valhalla. I like that. Triple Umbra, Adaptation, Prime Flow, Augur, Carnus Carapace, Bellicose Augmented. Okay, so you're just playing full health tank. Nice. The only thing would be like the new arcane here, Norse. Persistence goes really, really well on him because Scarab Shell gives you status immunity. So as long as you have Scarab Shell up, you're basically unkillable. So I would maybe say either Molt Augmented or Bellicose. Once you get Bellicose maxed out, it'll be stronger than Molt Augmented. And some options there. Combines with the modded elements? No, it does not. It's completely separate. It's just free toxin damage. It's really good. Douche Lord. Radiate, debilitate. Ooh. 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 Ooh, that's tasty looking. Yeah, this looks cool, dude. I like this. The multi-shot, the fire rate. Yeah, I like this a lot. Douche. Looks good to me. Hey, Jolly, how you doing? Jaya Prime. Ooh. Ooh, crispy, clean, tasty looking. I like. What about your Uriel? Ooh, the white on Uriel looks so good. Oh, I need to do a fully whited out Uriel build. Wisp, how you doing? Welcome on in. How was your holidays? Welcome on in, everybody. My name is Zenosfire. I stream Warframe and make content for Warframe, and also am an official Warframe content creator. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome on in. What'd you get up to today, Wisp? Thanks for getting that shout out. Cyto 9. Precision Intensify, Augur Secrets, Archon Stretch, no helmet, Precision Intensify, so you're forcing all the strength into the 4. Molt Augment for more power strength. Thieves' Wit, Vitality, Rolling Guard. I'd say you probably don't need the Vitality on here, right? Invisibility is basically invincibility, and Rolling Guard solves a lot of your survivability too, right? So I'd say you probably don't need this. And you could go more strength or more duration. You got Energize to solve your energy and Archon Stretch to solve your energy too. I'd say maybe some more strength on here. Maybe some more range. I feel like this isn't super necessary. The rest of this build looks great. Little self-introduction pitch was clean as hell. Hell yeah. Game with Sam, chilling, doing some cap stuff and talking. Ooh, very cool. I hope you had a fun time. Now, of course, if you got a raid and run, Wisp, you are more than welcome to, as always. Happy to have you hang, but happy to have you take off if you feel like it. Okay. Who would like to join Grab pizza? No worries. Go enjoy. We're gonna go do a Omnia Survival, Steel Path, Voyage, and Edrin. Edrin, remind me your in-game name. Never mind, I got you on my friends list. We just filled up, Rogue. We'll grab you for the next run, okay? Can you join, Zorman? We just filled up here. Were those Iotans? No, those are Stalker floofs. But wait, there's more. 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 I think there's close to 300 of them at this point. How did I get so many of those floofs? So during QTCC, I put one of my stretch goals was, if you gift them, I will stalker bomb my back rooms. And you all gave close to 300 of those floofs to me. So many floofs. So many floofs. What arcanes are fun on Noko, like Crepuscular? So Crepuscular is really cool on Noko because Noko's 3 technically counts as him being invisible, so you can gain the extra critical damage for your 4th ability out of it, which is actually kind of fun. Another one that I would say is really good on him would be Arcane, the one where you roll through and steal Overguard armor and shields would be really fun on him too. Because I think that you can roll through people while in that form, so you can steal shields and Overguard and armor, and then pop back into your normal form to shoot at people and kind of keep that rotation going. It's kind of hilarious. It's a very, very fun little combo. And yeah, we're gonna be doing, is it expertise? No, expertise is the one for return strength into shields, but that is also very good on Noko. Does the mecha set work with Noko? Yeah, absolutely. Circumvent? Yeah, circumvent's the one that I'm talking about. Oh, hold on, squad. Okay, these are all people who know me. Hold on, squad. I forgot something. I'm sorry. I love you all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did I forget? Oh, who did we lose? Oh, we lost the granddaughter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm the worst. I forgot to put a forma on my Neja. Heavy loading, go burr. I know, that's why I'm saying I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that you're on console and you've got bad loading screens. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot to put another forma onto my Neja so I can get 100 forma. I'm so sorry. I sent you another invite. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Yo, these headphones. Oh, these headphones. I'm really happy. Sorry. Now watch us get the bad rooms. True. Glad you didn't burn a pizza. It's a pizza. Get anything nice for Christmas? I got to spend time with my family. That's kind of the most important thing for me. I got, so because I did a sponsorship with AMD earlier this year, I got a full new computer. So what I did was I was able to give my nephews my old computer, which they don't have a gaming computer, so a 5800 X3D with 64 gigabytes of RAM and a 3070 is really solid for a bunch of 12-year-olds, you know what I mean? Like, they're super happy. My sister was like, this is gonna cause so many problems for me, isn't it? I'm like, maybe. Maybe. But they're super happy. But it's also, you know, it's gonna be nice that I can play games with my nephews and we'll be able to play together. They live Hey, look, we got a good room right away. See, it was meant to be. They're pretty far away from me, like a couple hour drive. So it's nice to have the option to sort of be able to play with them. No, they're big into Minecraft, and I like Minecraft too. I just kind of mess around in it. So we'll probably put like Minecraft together. One of them is really good at Apex Legends, so we'll probably play some Apex together too. And they'll show me how to play it. I don't know how to play those games. I'm not very good at it. But it's, you know, the most important thing to me is spending time with my family. Getting to see my sister. She's out in BC all the time, like on the other side of the country. So I got to see her. Got to see my brother, who I don't get to spend much time with, and my sister and my nephews and my brother-in-law. So it was just overall incredible. You know, I'm kind of at the age where I really misunderstood how important family is to me when I was younger. So it was just, you know, I got to do something nice for my nephews. I got to give them something really cool. Like, I could have sold that computer for, like, probably $1,500. But seeing their faces light up mattered more to me than anything else, you know? Just being able to, and especially because I've had, like, a hard financial time over the last couple of years. I haven't been able to really give them Christmas presents or, like, birthday presents and stuff. So for me, it was just kind of like, okay, this is catch up. AMD not releasing next series until 27, expect longer. Hope your doesn't die early. With current RAM prices, most likely more. Yeah, exactly. But for me, it mattered more that I just got to give my nephews a cool present. Like, you know, money's money. Spreading happiness and joy to a bunch of children is something beyond. So I'm very pleased. I'm really, really happy. That's what matters most, right? Joy is a currency much more valuable than money. Exactly. Your older son got the RAM from your old VM server, so he's got 120 gigabytes on a 9050X system. Damn. Damn, son. Hey, it's good to see you again. How was your holidays? Okay, we gotta run a quick ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. Sit tight. See you in a second. I also moved where my stream deck was. So, like, I keep going to push the button, and I hit my computer. I'm used to my stream deck being here, but it's over here now. So, that will take a little bit of effort to get sorted again. Oh, these headphones are so nice. Hope everyone had a happy holiday as well, or a break if you don't celebrate. Exactly. Yeah, I had a really good holidays. And I think tomorrow we're just going to be streaming all night. Maybe we'll get some friends to stream with. Get some peeps to hang out with. Crafty Cabbage Gaming. Thank you so much for using your Prime Gaming sub here. I appreciate you. You got a walking pad. Now you can proper set bees without freezing in the winter. Good. I treated myself to these new headphones. No wires. It's so nice. And then upgraded the microphone. So this is tomorrow's project. And then new desk is on its way. And new chair is on the way. Yeah, so it's the DE sponsorship. All the money is going back into the setup. Well, this isn't just the DE sponsorship. It's the DE sponsorship and then a few other things. I'm just going to go for the Secret Labs Titan, Dr. Evil. I've got a weird body type. Like, I've got a longer torso than I do legs. So, like, normal chairs just don't fit me very well. So, like, this is a Herman Miller I'm sitting in. But just because of my weird body shape, I have to switch to something else. Lots of Baby Tenno in the category the last few days. Yeah, it's been incredible, right, Zip? I love it. Sup, Years Pine? How you doing? Sepsis clause, can that proc continuity? No. I want to say no. Testing medic damage. Ooh, very nice. 24-year-old Herman Miller Aeron chair. Yeah, I don't think this is the Aeron. This was from that era as well. But it's great. Excited to see more people joining the Warframe community. Yeah, it's been super cool. Like Mouse, of course. Iron Mouse. That's freaking cool having her. And she's of course bringing over all the weirdo VTubers that we all love and hate. I love VTubers. I'm just so happy to see that. I love VTubers, man. They're great. They're such a vibe. Hey boy, how you doing? You went to the hospital on Saturday. I'm so sorry to hear that, but I hope you're doing well. You're on the regular people wouldn't share, your back won't thank you, but you do feel superior as long as you're happy. So hype when you found out that Mouse got addicted. What Mouse? You've seen Flats too? Yep, Flats has been checking it out. There was another one of like the hero shooter PvP competitive crew. It wasn't Flats, there was another one. I forget their name now. But it's just, you know, it's super cool to see, like, and then also a bunch of Destiny people coming to check it out too. Flo, of course. Or not Flo, sorry. Whoops. Another Final Fantasy streamer has been checking out Warframe, is really enjoying it. Zavaler from Destiny 2 is checking it out and having a great time. It's just nice to see so many cool new people checking it out. Mr. Raffle Waffles. I love Mr. Raffle Waffles. Werner Herzog. Buff Pup, yep. Whoops from the hardcore. That's probably the Curse of Strahd hardcore. I think that's the one that Whoops is in. I love that series. Whoops does a great job with the D&D stuff. And I love Ultimus Brett Ultimus and what's his name? Cage DM? He's always with he's always doing stuff with the World of IO crew. And then Junie, of course. We love Junie. It's great how much attention Warframe's getting. It's kind of like one of those things where I think this is like a really big moment in Warframe's like history, because a lot of people are being like, oh, Warframe's really good still, and it's 13 years old. He's always so confused while playing Warframe. It's fun, yeah. Testing Warframe on Android mobile, even though feels controls feel weird since you're used to it, it's nice experiencing a new player enjoying the game. The teacher quest definitely feels right. Hope they expand. Yeah, in my opinion, they need to do more with the teacher quests going forward. Like, the teacher quest is super solid, don't get me wrong, but there needs to be more of them, like Teshin checking in on the pupil. How are you doing? Time to learn X next thing. And I hope that they do sort of continue that going forward, making the teacher a multi-part quest where it's like, time for you to learn this, time to learn this, you know, that type of stuff. But it was, and you know, a lot of people were like, oh, I hope that it teaches multiplicative stuff. And I kept trying to tell people in the comments, be like, do not get those types of hopes up. It's not going to be teaching multiplicative. It's after Vor's prize, guys. This is literally Baby Tenno's first quest. It's not going to be teaching that. Y'all need to really gauge your expectations on this. New player experience is better than it used to be, but needs to get better. Oh, absolutely. It definitely needs to be doing, like, Warframe's new player experience has gone leaps and bounds in the past, like, 18 months. But they need to do more. And they know that. Like, they're fully aware. I know you just beat Vor, but you want to know about progenitors? Yeah, exactly. They're not going to teach that type of stuff in a quest right after war. It was insane for people to think that that was going to be happening. Anyone who thought that it was going to be going deeper than it did, in my opinion, like, there was hopes for it, but I think that those were completely unfounded in my mind. Did feel like it needed a second combined element, though, or a couple of mods. One base element and combined mod seems a little too little. Yeah, they could have gone a little bit more into it. I agree, Dr. Evil. Like, put on Serration. See how much more damage you're dealing. You know what I mean? Like, something even just basic like that would have been nice. But it was a very good, like... Elements exist in this game, and elements are important. Time for you to learn elements. Like, it serves a very, very good purpose. But they do need to do more. And they're aware of it. Of course they are. I mean, they have all of the player retention numbers, and they said that the game has never had as strong player retention, and it's specifically because of the effort that they've been putting in with the new player experience. They do need to do more. But it's an excellent start point, is the way I like to look at it.
Don't worry.
It's really fun seeing how much has changed between when you joined in January and now. Yeah, it's been a really big year for the game, just in general.
Queens have sought out Warframe.
Quality of life in general is helping a lot. Yeah, the quality of life in the game has been... Like, the dev team really has, with Pablo and Reb and sort of the team, has done an incredibly, incredibly well done. Getting it to that better level. Last 12 months? I would even say last 24 months, Dr. Evil. It's been 2 years of them really pumping hard on that. Really, really just grabbing it from the base and just really yanking and tugging on their quality. Sorry. Sorry. It was just there and I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I'll go. But they have been doing a very, very good job with it. Keep talking, you're almost there. No. Oh, you're Ghost. And they have more new player experience improvements planned? Yeah. I mean, the thing is the way that they're looking at it, I remember they mentioned this in like a dev interview. I don't remember if it was a dev stream or something, but they said that their goal going forward is every single patch is going to be coming with new player experience improvements. And this year they went really, really hard on it. And next year, I hope that they continue that trend of continuously improving the new player experience. Because, like, that's one of the things with Warframe, you know, whereas, like, other games would be screaming, why are you only catering to new players? What are you doing? Warframe's like, yes, cater to the new players. Make their lives happier and better. Do it, DE. And we're all like, yes, do it more. Do it harder and more. We're all just, like, super game for the... new players, getting life easier for them and getting more people checking out Warframe, right? Where's your body? That looks like you. You got beamed? It's okay, we got you. We got you. There we go. Dream of the day when we get second dream, earlier quest that usurps the second dream the moment it clicks. I don't know if we're gonna get something like that. Because the second dream's just so iconic, you know what I mean? 13-plus-year-old games and the community asking for new player experience is kind of a trend. EVE Online, PlanetSide 2, Warframe. PlanetSide 2 is still around? What? Warframe's doing both. No, I completely agree. Warframe's doing both. But more what I was saying is us veterans are like, yes, more new player experience improvements. Yes. Like, we're excited. We're the ones who are excited for it. Even probably more than the new players because they just don't understand. Out of spite more than anything else. That's hilarious. But like, you know, we're just happy that new people are getting a better experience in the game. You know? Okay. Let's see if that's a little bit better. I'm just trying to find like a good balance of how these will work here. Still haven't done the updated war fight. You know what, Cardi? I still haven't done it yet either. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Sorry, going back to your comment there, Cabbage. And yeah, for like the veterans are definitely happy about the new player improvements. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're happy about the new player experience, but like they're also not like neglecting the veterans, right? They keep giving us cool new stuff. They keep giving us, you know, fun new missions, fun new modes, but they're also spending a good chunk of time in making that new player experience something where, because, you know, who knows the concept of the leaky bathtub when it comes to retention. It can be customer retention, it can be player retention, anything like that. Leaky bathtub, right? So the goal of every game, every company, everything is anything that is a long-term engagement thing that you're doing with your customers. In this case, it's a gaming company. Is that you are a leaky bathtub. Your game is going to continuously leak players. So you have to figure out ways to stop that leak from happening, or to either stop that leak from happening or to fill up the bathtub faster than it's leaking out so that you maintain water levels, right? So that's player base. So the idea is, wow, sometimes this weapon just doesn't do very good, but other times it does very well. So the idea is that you need to fill the holes, plug the holes in the bathtub, which is making retention easier. And in this case, it's keeping people wanting to play the game. So that's the retention side. And also getting more people in, right? So that's filling up the bathtub. So you have to have that nice balance of continuously keeping people playing. So that's our, like, keeping people playing. So that's like our veterans, but then filling up the bathtub for any veterans that, you know, wander off, and fill up the bathtub more with new people. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it, Voyage. We don't care. We're chilling. As long as you're having fun. I mean, I'm probably killing a bunch of kills, stealing a bunch of kills here too. Being a Nuke-Neja. What if there's only a shower? No help there. Super relevant. Sergio Garcia. Hey, Zenos, just want to say, you do the best Warframe shorts. They're super relevant and educational, and they do so much to keep you interested in the game, new builds to try. Good, I'm glad that you're enjoying it all. Told you by former Marine combat medic, you got it in the field of triage. Yeah, so you would, same concept, right? And that's essentially what it is, right? You're triaging, in a way, your player base, right? You need to stop the outflow and continue replacing any outflow with equal or greater numbers. Exact same concept, just obviously less medical nightmares. less chance of expiring, if you know what I mean. You're endo poor? How are you endo poor? So we're all taking a bath together to stay friends? TanoCon? Is there a way to link operator or drifter look links? No, but I did bring it up to the devs, and I hope that they do bring that. Especially after the changes, I think that it would be really good. to have operator and drifter look links. After the visual changes and getting people to, you know, share their operator and drifter appearances, I think it would be really nice. I really do hope that they do that. What happens in Canada stays in Canada. It's true. It's true. You put Zata over Haven and damage-wise and same with Balefire. Are you using the blast tech as well? Could you potentially get the boar build? If you want to see a boar build, it's not this boar build, Gabe. You can type !boar. And then I will get you this boar build afterwards. This boar build is a full status build, so I'm just testing it and trying it out. Not like the happiest with it yet. So we gotta do a little bit of work on it. No blast? Ooh, no blast, and it's still doing fun times. That's good to hear. I mean, Zata's is so good, right? It's just so powerful. Drazen! When's the next YouTube short dropping? Probably not tomorrow. It's probably... tomorrow, I'm going to be getting my new microphone set up, so I'm going to be doing a lot of tech testing. So the next short will be on the 1st. I decided to take some time off. Oh, it's just like this, Gabe. So this is how my channel commands work. Just the name of the weapon on... Oh, Gabe, that death, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. I died there because of Gabe. Everyone shame Gabe. It's fine, I'm joking, don't worry. I'm just goofing. I'm goofing, don't you worry. No shame, no shame. Sending Gabe to Anthem? Oh no. Why would you do that? Yay, new mic? Yeah, look at this, Drazen. I got the big boy mic. I got the big boy mic. Dova? Gifting a sub to Gabe. Thank you so much, Dova. Here, have a sub. You know what, Dova? That is kind of what happens here, yeah. Thank you so much, Dova, for the sub. Gabe, please, I would appreciate you thanking Dova for the sub. Because that's the right thing to do. Dova, you are such an odd one. Whenever Dova gifts a sub, that's what Dova always says. Don't mind Dova. Don't mind Dova. We appreciate it. We appreciate the goofs. All right, we're heading to extract here, peeps. So let's head towards extract. GG. Okay, I do gotta run a quick ad break here, though, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, you kinda like me, and you want to support the community, twist up to a circle. Otherwise, stay. See you in a minute. About to build a studio? That's honestly kind of where I'm at right now. The next big investment piece is much better audio control in my room. So I'm gonna be getting full ceiling to floor audio panels against this wall to stop any echo reflections. And then I'm gonna get the blocks at the top to stop audio reflections up there. I'm thinking of hanging a cloud. They call it a cloud, but it's just like sound paneling that hangs off the roof. And then I'm thinking of putting them on the back wall too. But the back wall one will be more of an art thing with a friend of mine. He was doing a home improvement project and used a bunch of like really nice hardwood and like wide variety of hardwoods. Don't make that a joke, chat. So we're gonna make like a hexagon display piece to go in the back here, and then part of them, some of them will be shelves and others will be sound panels. So still a lot of improvements to be had here on the stream for like audio stuff and whatnot. Do I use audio mixer or DAC? I've got I'm using this one here. It's the Stream Deck Plus with the aux adapter. So that's what I'll be using. And then I got new headphones too. GG squad, thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. Okay, Dutch, let's take a look at your appearance as well. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, so the headphones, these didn't need to be upgraded. This is for me. So when I first started streaming, I told myself that when I felt that I made it, like I made it as a creator, that I would get myself a good high quality headphones. And that was for me. So this is for me. This is totally unnecessary for the stream, but I just wanted a good high quality headphones. But I got a new desk coming. That's in the mail right now. And it's a moving standing desk. So I wanted to get the wireless headphones with that so that I can be a little bit mobile and like stand and walk and talk and think. And then new chair is coming. I'm going to order that later on this week. New microphone, Shure SM7DB. This guy. And the new headphones. And then I'm debating whether or not I want to get a new camera. I'm going to get my friend who's a professional photographer to come over and try to help me with my light setup. Because maybe I could just get a little bit more longevity out of this camera before having to upgrade. I'm willing to spend the money to upgrade it, of course, because I just want to have a higher quality everything. Like this year, I really want to focus, like last year, 2025 was me building the business. This year, I want to, increase the quality of the business, if that makes sense. So that includes the quality of my living standard while I'm working. So that's what the new chair and the new desk is for. And then the audio quality for the stream and so on and so forth. So like this year for me is like quality is the big thing that I care about this year. So quality of the shorts, so better editing, more of them at similar or higher quality, more videos, like long format videos and so on and so forth. Big light in your face is not being distracted with the big light in your face. Yeah, it's you're totally right, Arch. Absolutely. You got a new chair for the holidays? Ooh, what one did you get, Drosden? I'm gonna get the Secret Labs Titan. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Because I've got a weird body type. I've got like a long torso. Like shirts are hard to fit for me. I always have to buy shirts in like a different size, or I have to go to a special shop for buying clothes. Like I have to go to a tailor for a suit. Like I can't just buy a suit off the shelf type situation. So having that chair is going to help like with my knees and my back so that I can stream longer, so that I'm under less physical stress, so that I can be a better entertainer and higher quality entertainment for everybody. So I'm really excited for 2026. I have no idea. Like I have so many plans that I want to sort of start and get working on, and like increasing the quality of everything that I do and just living a better life now that I don't have as much stress about things. I'm super excited for the new year. I've really like this. I am so excited. I've got so many cool things going on that I can't tell you. Like I got so many things in the works right now that I can't say, but like I'm like, all of you saw me in the last couple of months where I was like really, I've been stressed out over the last 2 months at the very least, but like now, like you can see it on my face. I can see it on my face. If I can see it on my face, then like obviously you all can too. Herblast, super comfy, and you napped in it. Ooh, nice. Gotta have the comforts to go along with the efficiency. Well, so for those who don't know, my actual education is in human resources. So I've got a bachelor's degree in human resources and all that jazz. So occupational health and safety is a really big thing and very important to me. So that's why I like the new desk and the new chair, because I know that I'm putting a lot of stress on my body by having subpar equipment in those ways. And making those better is going to make me better so that I can be better for all of you. Right? And like that's the logic I'm going with it. And we'll see how much that actually reflects. And I really hope that it does, right? So yeah, this holidays was exactly what I needed. And I'm so happy right now. And like, you know, like I made it as a creator here, everybody. It's crazy. Like, it's wild as hell. It's really crazy for me. You upgrade your PS4 to PS5, so load times. Oh yeah, that gen upgrade, Metal Twig, is beefy. Beefy. Anyway, let's get back to the gaming. Sorry, I'll stop gushing and getting teary-eyed of like I'm really happy, and like I couldn't have done this without literally without all of you. So like this is wild to me. Drip rating? I rated your drip. It looks good. I said it looked good. I really like it. I like the color scheme. Although I think the metallic color could probably get toned down just like a smidge. Love it, man. You're one of your favorite creators. So happy to hear it. Oh, thanks, Drawson. Honestly, it's cheered me up hearing me gush. Yeah, I'm very lucky to have as awesome of a community as we've made. So like I count my blessings in that way. I'm very, very happy. Yeah, actually I like this a lot better here. Mav. Merverak. This in my opinion feels a lot more solid. Right? Adaptation plus this is going to be more than enough survivability for you, especially with Archon Vitality kicking in for your health pool, also your health regeneration from the orbs. So you should be fine on survivability side of things, especially with Mecha Pulse kicking in every once in a while. And the range will be nice for Prismatic Gem. I like running the Prismatic Gems Augment. So if you want to be running the Prismatic Gems Augment, what I would probably recommend is switching out Amar's Hatred for it. It's not necessary. Like, it's nice, it's really good, and I'd highly recommend giving it a try. But it's a really easy swap in for you here because, of course, adaptation could just go here, and then you just put the Prismatic Companion Augment here instead. So give it a try, especially with the Mecha set. I find the Prismatic Augment to be really, really solid. Give it a try. If you like it this way, you like it this way. If you like it the other way, you like it the other way. The most important thing is to test out and find your flow, right? But what you have there feels very solid. You're happy to just put a smile on your face? Aw, thanks. What about good news? I was just saying, like, how proud I am, how far we've made it in the past year. Like, this time last year, I was thinking of quitting. And now this year, I'm doing so much more. Henlar? Hello. Making a one-punch Atlas? Any tips? Gas. Gas on one-punch Atlas is hilarious. Range is also really important on Atlas now, Boy Diamond. Because range will affect the AoE of the fists. So it's actually quite important to be putting range on him. How you doing, Lily? Thanks very much for the follow. Wrathful Vance. Yep, Wrathful Vance is super solid as well. Very, very good choice on him. Cool fashion, by the way, here, ZZ. Or ZZeth's X. I like this. This is very, very nice. I like two types of fashion in Warframe. I like the more muted like this, but I also love the super high contrast. I usually gravitate towards the super high contrast because I'm not good at making color schemes like this, but this looks incredible. I really, really like this. Very well done. Help you making a Vauban a bit more tanky. Have you tried the new Arcane yet? How am I doing? How am I? I'm doing really well, Beef. I'm really, really good. How are you been? So, like, instead of adaptation? No. What I'm saying is instead of the Amar's Hatred, you can move adaptation over there so that you don't need a Forma, is what I'm saying. You love the muted and gem tones? Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm usually a very high contrast, right? This is my Neji here. Super high contrast appearance, right? So that's what I really like. Hope you like your Batmash. I will take a look. But we're probably going to go... We spent a little bit of time here taking a look at stuff. So let's go do a mission here. Rogue, you were on deck. So let's get you in here. So, and that's Ruination, that's if you want to use the augment. If you want to use the augment. Like, remove the Amar's mod, move adaptation to that slot so you don't need a helmet, and then to go there. Metal Twig. And Erzman. But you have to log in. We're full up at the moment, Cardi, but we'll grab you for another run if we have time today. I am on a bit of a time limit today. Because I have to, I've got a friend's Christmas party to go to. We had a lot of really bad weather here in Southern Ontario for the last couple of days, so we had to reschedule a few times, unfortunately. But we'll be, I think, probably doing like a 12-hour stream tomorrow for New Year's. So if anyone wants to come join me and play Warframe and hang out on New Year's, just let me know. Happy to have you, including any streamer friends. If any of you want to group up and do a little party shenanigans tomorrow, just slip into my DMs, y'all nerds. Use a lot of blacks, purples, greens, and blues. Yeah, I love the green and purple. This was actually originally, I think, a fashion that I took from Tactical Potato years and years and years ago. And then I just sort of customized it to my own thing over the years. And it just kind of, it gave me that look of, what am I thinking? Gave me the look of like, you are not prepared, Illidan Stormrage. You love to join tomorrow? Yeah, Blue, come on down. Want to do an RB with you sometime tomorrow? We can do some RBs tomorrow, Beef. If you're down for it, if you don't have plans, we can do some RBs tomorrow. I haven't done arbitrations in a long time. But yeah, if any of my streamer friends, by the way, if you're not doing anything tomorrow and you're lurking here, and you're planning on streaming tomorrow, just shoot me a PM. I'd be down to do some little fun collabby New Year's stuff. Hiya. And hiya. And hiya. And another. And time for you to die. Die? Thank you. Yeah, I love Tato. That was another moment this year where I was like, oh, I've made it. Like, it didn't really settle in that I've made it as a creator this year until the sponsorship with DE. Like, that's when it really clicked for me that I made it as a creator. Like, you have no idea how excited and happy I was that they wanted me to handle the first look at a new Warframe, little old Zenosfire. You have no idea how crazy that is for me personally. But then going to TennoCon, and I was on the train, and lo and behold, MH Blackie sends me a private message on Discord saying, hey man, are you going to TennoCon? I'm like, yeah, actually, I'm on the train right now from Toronto. And he was like, wait, you're on the train right now? We were on the same train. We were about 5 seats away from each other, and we didn't realize it until we were sending each other messages. It was just hilarious. And then at one of the creator meetups, getting to meet Tactical Potato and No Sympathy was just like incredible, and I felt like I was imposing on them. They were just sort of hanging out. So like, okay guys, like I'll leave you all be. Like I don't want to take up too much of your time. And then they just both looked at me and was like, no, you're the one that we like. We want to talk with you. And I was just like, my heroes want to talk with me. It was just like one of those things where I was just like, holy crap. I'm just gushing about the year. Sorry, everybody. I'm not trying to brag, but also just like, I mean, y'all have seen me on this journey, so it's just been incredible for me. So I was just like, you know, Tato, No Sympathy, and me having a beer, and they're just like, no, you're the one we want to keep chatting with. I'm like, keep it together, Zenos. Keep it together. And then also, like, another fun thing that happened this year was I went to Costa Rica with my... Oh, I also met Brozyme. Brozyme's super cool. By the way, like, Brozyme, if you meet him in person, Brozyme's sick. Like, I love meeting Brozyme in person. And, like, MH Blackie, Kai I met in person, too, at TennoCon. Kai is just, like, one of the most genuine, humble people out there. Like, straight up G. Actually, I would say all of the Warframe creators are super chill. I didn't have, like, any awkward interactions with anybody. They were super nice. Like, it was just so cool. It was unbelievable. But, I don't know, it was just, like, a great year. Like, when I was down in Costa Rica, Flynn, it was like really weird. I just like, you know, I was still working when I was in Costa Rica because I didn't feel comfortable taking time off yet. But now I feel comfortable taking time off like I have the past week here. and I'm very happy for that. But when I was in Costa Rica, I just got an email. And I looked at it and I'm like, iFlynn is reaching out to me by email because iFlynn didn't know how to get a hold of me otherwise. So he just reached out by email to me. He was like, hey man, we should chat. I was like, oh. It was like one of those moments where I was just like, holy crap. He's like, I didn't know how to reach out to you otherwise, so I'm reaching out to your email. And I was just like, holy smokes. Jar chassis? I think I've got a jar chassis on there for you. Don't know if I ever see them. I see every single comment. Although, Beef, your in-game, your stream name and your YouTube commenter name might be different, so I don't know. I look at every single comment, so I've definitely seen it, but I don't know if I saw it under your username. Just because YouTube is a little bit weird with usernames, it's really strange. Really, really, really strange. Yeah, this year has been outrageous for me. Like, I count my blessings with it all every day. Let me put it that way. And then we're going to TennoCon this year, too. I've already got my train ticket. I've already got my hotel. TennoCon. Still proud of the pun you commented on the Noko No Helmets video. And the puns. The puns. All right, what do we got here? Almost good. I don't know what I just did there, but I just looked like I punched him with a hammer. But it didn't look like a full finisher move, so I don't know what happened there. Still no suffer? No, Tempest. Those will be back in the new year. Oh, I actually thought that I tore up my knee. So I had to take public transit to get up to my family's Christmas. And I was carrying a giant computer box. And I banged my knee, the top of my knee, on the bottom of the box multiple times, to the point that I actually thought that I tore something. So I am on the road to recovery. We should go to TennoCon, but the border issues make you hesitant. You're in the US and the crossing is intimidating. That's fair. I don't think it's that big of a problem for, like, if you're coming from the US to Canada. I haven't heard any major issues there. But, like, as a Canadian right now, I can't travel to the States just for a bunch of different reasons. But we're not going to get into the politics. We try to keep politics out of the stream. Give people an escape from it here. Okay, I do got to run a quick ad break here. Sorry, everybody. You know the deal. See you in a second. Okay, you know what? I'm now getting into the flow of not hearing myself with the monitor, and I think I'm there now. I'm there now. Yeah. It took a little bit of getting used to of the no monitoring, the no properly hearing myself through it. But now that I can, like, I've just sort of spent some time getting used to it. Dang, these headphones. What's their battery at? 80% battery. 3 hours of messing around, 80% battery? Not bad. Not bad. It says a 60-hour lifespan, but sorry, Rogue, what part did you need? Systems? Gyro Prime systems? There we go. Hey, Techno, how you doing? Chassis, I think I got it in. I didn't have time to radiate it, sorry. How's the holiday season treating me? I've been saying, we've been sort of like talking about it here, Techno, and it was the best holidays I think I've ever had. or at least that I've had in very, very long time. Christmas with my family was really, really magical this year. And I keep counting my blessings for the time that I had with each person individually. I was just really, really good. Just like really, really great. So I'm ecstatic. I'm going into 2026 feeling the best that I've ever felt. Let me put it that way. It's unbelievable, actually. Usually, like, I usually hate the holidays. It's not usually something that I like or enjoy. But, this year was very much, the best holidays I think I've ever had. Oh, right here. Candy. Oh, candy! We love the candy. That's awesome. Glad it's going well. Yeah, and a lot of improvements, too. New headphones. I'm working on the new microphone tomorrow and getting that set up. And then new desk is on the way, new chair is on the way, and potentially gonna get a new camera as well, but I'm not super set on that yet. I think that I can probably get away without a new camera. Oh, hello. Hey, Kikor, how you doing? Something amazing the other day. One of the most common geese in Sweden is Canadian gooses. They must be chilled out by the temperate climate because never had confrontation with them. Oh, you're lucky then, yeah. No, Canadian geese. We call them cobra chickens for a reason. They're little monsters. They're just little evil monsters. What's my user? It's the same as my stream name and my channel name. Hey, Vacant Duck, how you doing? Vacant Duck, did you get your Gyre Prime Access yet? It should have been sent out already. But also with the holidays, it might have been a little bit delayed. That's why I was wondering. Yes, you did? Okay, good. Yeah, especially with the holidays and the time that they take off for getting stuff done. You love geese in your city. One was an absolute terror to the point that they got captured by police. One of the universities in Canada, Waterloo University, has a application where students and faculty can tell and post alerts of where the geese are because it's so bad. That's not a joke, by the way. You can look up news articles on that. Waterloo University geese app. It's an actual thing. And it's freaking hilarious. Or a Jones soda. Get a Jones soda. Treat yourself. Really? Are they attacking people? Yeah. Canadian geese are little devils. They will come after you. Just start putting in a whole bunch of fake geese reports? Oh no. JP, don't do it. The geese sucked up all the malice? It's true. And then during wartime, we consume the geese for sustenance. Can be sued over flowers? I have never heard of that. I did this? You did this. Extremely territorial and just vengeful little bastards. What would I pick between the three? I mean, I'll always pick coffee or advanced GG. But if you're not either of those, I'd probably go for the Jones soda. Ooh, my new advanced stuff should be showing up. Oh, 3 flavors? What were your 3 flavors? Sorry, I missed that. Strawberry, green apple, or cream? Ooh, strawberry. Ooh, strawberry. Oh, I can upgrade this. Oh, never mind. I missed. Whoops. All right, we are heading to extract after this one, squad. You'll be back? No worries. We'll see you soon. Still can't figure out how to direct message me in Warframe? Give me a moment and I will show you. It's just typing It is just do that. Just about every US military base has a waterway with a goose problem. I mean, listen, geese. 8-player missions in Helldivers. Oh, that's gonna be chaos. Oh, that's gonna go poorly. In like a good way. But that's gonna go poorly. Sued over F-bomb flowers. I don't know if that's a thing that would happen here. In Canada, at least. We don't do frivolous lawsuits like that here in Canada. It's actually like, you can't do frivolous lawsuits in Canada. Like that. Quest to kill 5 geese in the sewers? Oh no. And that's when you find out that they're alligator-sized geese. This is like your favorite tile in the game? I do love these tiles. They're really pretty. It's these ones, and I really do love the Zarman tiles. I need to play more Zarman missions. One of the things I really want to do this year is play more Cascade. I really enjoyed the time with Party. 5 alligator-sized geese or 5 goose-sized alligators? 5 goose-sized alligators. Baby alligators, they're something. You can deal with baby alligators. They're not that dangerous. They may like take a chunk out of you, but they're not gonna like end your existence. 5 goose-sized gooses can end your existence. They're terrifying. They have guns. Punt the gator? No, Bully, don't punt baby animals. They're cute. Cascade herd, you've summoned me. Yeah, we'll probably do some more cascades this year, I think. I would like to spend more time sort of just learning that game mode more and playing more with it. Would their jaw strength, I mean, I assume that their jaw strength would be equivalent to the size of gator. So like whatever their jaw strength is for baby gator or goose-sized gator. What about baby geese? Baby geese are cute. It's when they become older that they become angry little vile monsters of death and destruction. Little goslings? We love goslings. They're very cute. Especially Ryan. That gosling's great. New Year's Cascade? If it's up, yeah, we'll do some Cascade tomorrow. Would love to go to Tenacon. Flight cost is so dumb. You're literally like an hour away. Take the train? Amtrak comes up to Toronto Union. So you take Amtrak to Union and then via from Union to whatchamacallit? To London. You cursed my next Archon shard to be blue? Don't worry, Flynn's already cursed me with that. Amtrak may actually also stop in London, Ontario. Look it up. I know that it goes to Union, so you'd have to backtrack. Depending on where you're coming up from in the States. But I know that Amtrak comes to Union because when Disfusional was talking about coming to Toronto for System of Down concert this year, that's what she was talking about, possibly just taking the train up to Toronto and then figuring it out from there. OG Paradox, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, these headphones are so good. All right, let's head to extract peeps. GG. Let's go. GG. GG. May I ask what's a good way to level amps? I would highly recommend defense missions, because then it just forces people to play together close to you for leveling up your amps. I mean, you can always do the good old tech of what's his face, Umbra, and play an operator. Cascade, yeah, Cascade's pretty good actually for leveling amps, because you're going to be using the amp a lot anyway, right? Like ESO, Cascade, the Lua Conjunction Survival, because you also have to fight a lot of Thrax there, forcing you into your amp. And then you can sort of like passively level it up as you're doing those types of missions. It's probably how I would do it. Can trade a relic to you, please? Not today, Rogue, but if you remind me tomorrow, I can give you some. And we'll work on it tomorrow. I'm just on a bit of a time limit today, so I want to take a look at some people's looks. Just because we are going to be doing just a short stream today. I have a Christmas party to go to. ESO with Saren, got you finish them quickly? Yeah, they'll do it well too. Yeah. All those are fairly solid options. And honestly, operators just as doing damage now these days is crazy good. Like, operator damage is wild right now with the new arcanes and the new mods and stuff. Ace, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, hold on. You made my Discord disappear. There we go. How dare you, with your generosity, make my Discord link disappear, you monster. Thank you very much, Ace, for the 5 gifted. If you got gifted a sub, please make sure to say thank you, because that's the right thing to do. Thank you again, Ace. Appreciate that out of you. Lewis Thrax are funny to Tyron Strike 2? So true. So true. It's hilarious. Okay, let's take a look at some people's stuff here. Key, I think we saw all of your stuff here. Make his plat number go up? No. I'm gonna go eat delicious foods. You have to head out, but here's a party gift. Hope everyone has a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, Ace. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll be streaming probably most of tomorrow. And I'll be able to be testing out my new microphone, so we'll be able to see how it is. I'm very excited for the new microphone. Ooh, Key, I love this. This green and this off-white color go really, really nicely together. And that sort of the purple inside of your energy channel makes these look really interesting. I really like that. Did we see your Loki? I don't know if we saw your Loki. Imagine the new mic sounds like an airplane engine. No, that'd make me very sad. Okay, you're running silence, super high duration, savior decoy, safeguard switch. If Loki takes fatal damage, decoy absorbs the damage and swaps locations, also increases casting speed of decoy. That's interesting. I like doing damage decoy rather than savior decoy, but savior decoy is also very good. Crepuscular concentration, so you can shove more duration into your abilities, which is quite nice. Some decent range for silence to function a little bit better. I would say you could probably go a little bit harder on the range here. I would say, like, maybe you don't need narrow-minded, considering that you do have concentration feeding an extra 60%. Although having a ton of duration is really nice with Safeguard Switch, so I get where you're coming from. Though, but you don't really need a ton of duration or a ton of range, especially if you're not using damage decoy. Yeah, no, I take it back. I think what you have here is really solid. Yeah, I think what you have here is super solid. You'll be very, very survivable with both Savior, Decoy, and Safeguard Switch. Hush invisibility so that your weapons also, weapon noise is reduced. Yeah, makes sense. I like this. Really well done. Looks good to me, Key. Non, what you got? Hildren? Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. I think I would make this color a little bit brighter, though. This, purpley dark white here. I would tone that up a little bit, but that could just be Look Link. Look Link is having problems right now. Ooh, that looks good, too. Oh, I need to look up to see if the audio store is open tomorrow. Are you open tomorrow? Or should I just zip down on my way to my friends? Are you open tomorrow? It says holiday hours. What the hell does that mean? Okay, I'll have to reach out. I'll have to call them. Because if I can go down tomorrow, I'll go down tomorrow. But if I have to do it today, I'll do it today on my way to my friends. This looks cool. I'm not a big fan of this ephemera just because it blocks so much of her appearance. So I don't like the ephemera. But from what I can see of her look, I really, really like that color scheme there. What's your real look like? Ooh, oh, you gone for like an ice demon. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I love that. That looks super cool. Also, suggestions on this, your Pharaoh Protocyte, Mecha, Endoparasitic Vector, Anabolic Pollination, Contagious Bond, Momentous, Prime to Animal Instincts, Fetched, Vitality, Volatile Parasite. If you go into shields, this could be either Tenacious Bond, because you can get up the crit chance on your Pharaoh Protocyte to use Tenacious Bond, or alternatively, Redirection Bond if you go into shields here. Yeah, one of those two, I would say. One of those two here. Otherwise, I think your build there is fine. Do I play on with color correction on? I don't think so. No, I don't have color correction on. I'll try it. We'll try turning it on. Oh. Zeth. Excellent advice. Very excellent advice. Yes, color correction does make a big difference, actually, surprisingly. Ooh, good call. Very good call. Thank you. Erzman, what you got? Ooh, I love that. I think I would make this a little bit paler. So, like, go into a little bit more white on here. Yeah, it's a huge difference. Like, actually, legitimately. I didn't realize that the color correction would be that impactful. That's excellent piece of advice. Thank you so much. You actually prefer it off most of the time, but everyone's fashion frames look different? Yeah, of course. And look, Link is also one of those things where it's like gets messed up with. You bounce around so much with Uriel's fashion. You've done Demonic, you've done Angelic, you've done Sorcerer. You just can't get enough fashion for him, especially with both Gemini skin. Yeah, I love Roth. I love Uriel's fashion is just one of those things where you can do so much with it and it looks so good. He's right up there with one of my favorite frames now. He's certainly in the top 5. Along with like Nezha, Chroma, Haro, Caliban, Uriel. Those 5 right now. Whew. Okay, I do gotta run a quick ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, kind of like me and you want to support the community, Twitch sub, Twitch Turbo. Otherwise, it's tight. See you in just a few minutes. Your kitty's harassing you? That sounds good, though. That sounds great. Since advertising, we have so many baby Tenno now, and one just got their first Kubro. You want to cry? Aww. 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 Okay, everybody, I am terribly sorry. Hold on, let me check train times. I just have to figure out what I'm doing here. Why did they change this? Why would you do this? Shroom! How you doing, bud? What's up, buddy? What am I looking for here? Okay. $430. Okay. I'll figure that out. Hey, FC, how you doing? Might roll into even better news. You got some great news today. Ooh, well, if you want to share privately, you got me on the DMs. Send over your deets. I'd love to hear. How's everyone doing? Emerald, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Think I can help you with a quest? Sadly, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to help you today with a quest, as I'm actually about to stop streaming for the day, because I've got a Christmas party to get to. We'll take a look at a few people's stuff here before we get going, though. But if you'd like to, Emerald, you're welcome to come join our Discord community. And if I'm not able to help you, there will be certainly someone there who would be absolutely willing to give you a hand. Have fun at the party. Hope you have a great night. Thanks so much, Edrin. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I appreciate you. I really like this Earthman. I really, really love that Saren. It looks beautiful. Zorm, what you got? Batman. It's Batman. Cool. This Ash with the Batman skin always looks cool. I love it. I have seen people do that a ton. And it looks great. Granddaughter Pa, what you got? Ooh, very cool looking Hildren. I love that. Ooh, very, very nice. Do we see her comb? We did see her comb. Edrin, let's take a look at your Uriel. Hopefully you're still here. Ooh, yeah, I really, really love that. The Mask of the Revenant? Yeah, I would check in on the Discord for that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to give you a hand with that today. I'm sorry. We're just about to finish off here. It's a bit of a short stream today. But if you want to join the Discord, or Shroom can also give you a hand. What do we got here? Voyage. 5 Tau Reds for strength. And then you have expertise. Okay. Yeah, I would say more strength is more good on her. Absolutely. But, like, if I were to do this, I would probably replace Augur Reach with more strength. I think the 235 is probably more than enough. But you could probably switch that out. Yeah, if you want to. I'd love to take a look. There's my in-game name there. But I also like super high strength on Hildren because of pillage, right? I know what I'm about. But what you have there would do really, really well, of course. Not sure change Gloom or not. You're finding that you don't really need it. No, you don't need Gloom on Nezha at all. Just kind of depends on what kind of build you feel like going for here, right? What you have here is very solid. And you're running persistence with rage. Ooh, that's neat. Health conversion for the armor. Yeah. You could maybe switch out for Archon Vitality here instead. For the extra heat damage stuff. That could be neat. Instead of regular Vitality on here, Blue. But I like what you have. It's kind of neat. But yeah, the Gloom is super unnecessary. Super duper unnecessary. Blazing Chakram's health orb generation should be more than enough for you. Blessing for even more health. Holy crap. You're going to be tanky. Outrageously tanky. I like this. This all looks good. Hey, Nightmare, how you doing? Do we see your Uriel yet, her Blue? We did see your Uriel. Gabe, what you got? Gyre. Did like it, but too much draining? Yeah, it's totally fair. It's a pretty energy drain heavy build. What do you think you should run instead of Gloom? What kind of build do you want to play? Right? Because Nezha's helmet choices really will influence the way that you're playing Nezha. Yeah, I like this Gyre. I think I would darken down this energy, this tertiary color, the accent tone. But I do like that. Breed Surge on there is hilarious. Century Diraxia as well? Ooh. Yes, we're taking a look at that right now. Very nice. Black, gold, and white. It's classic for a reason. It looks great. Good choice with that Syndana, the new Syndana from the event. Looks nice. Slam attack on spears using Arc of Triton? I mean... Roar. Roar. Running the files through at 10 gigabytes every 10 seconds? Huh, weird. Weird. Peanuts. Kulovo. You had a wall of text there. little more balance, range weapon. Okay, see? Yeah, you can also just send them to me without being on my friends list, Emerald. You don't need to be on my friends list. I accept it, but, you know, just giving you a heads up. Almost 100% that is tried with Truculence over Bellicose, but wasn't proccing often enough, you felt? Truculence is great if you're running Volatile Recompense, because it will constantly regenerate your Overguard, so it's good for that. But I get where you're coming from. It's not, like, super consistent. Energize for more energy. Archon Stretch gets activated by a companion. Triple Umbra. I love Triple Umbra. This health number isn't accurate, never is. So as long as you're above like 2600 health, then Bellicose and Molt Augmented are equivalent to each other, which I'm 90% certain that you are with Triple Umbra on here. Looks good. I like it, Peanuts. I like it. Long Island tea. Ooh, Ash, very nice. Kind of evil skeleton-y Ash. I like. What's your Ash config look like? Adaptation, Smoke Shadow. So I don't know if I would use Adaptation here. I would probably go for Rolling Guard because you're going to be invisible like 90% of the time, and invisibility is invincibility, and then you can use Rolling Guards for your extra survivability. But if you don't like Rolling Guard, I totally get it. It's a personal preference thing. I think what you have here is pretty much the standard Silence build with Ash, and it looks really good. The extra crit chance, Silence Augment, yep. And then it works well with Blade Storm for the finisher damage. Yeah, nice, I like it. Well done. I like. Remedium on the Nezha build for even more healing. Ooh, that could be interesting. You could also try like Well of Life if you want to go more support style. And with that high of range, Well of Life actually might be a better call, because then it will auto res people for you, right? Wait, did they remove that from the helmet version? I always forget. Your mini fridge almost caught fire. Okay, that would have been bad. Don't do that. Wait, haven't we seen this? Yeah, we have. Oh, finally complete. Here we go. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So the Prismatic Companion. This is how I would run it, but test out both versions, right? See which one you like the most. Invisibility does not equal invincibility like it used to in the old days. I think it certainly does for me these days, because it largely is play style at that point, right? If you're playing invisibility, like slamming your face into enemies, yeah, you're gonna end up dying from just like random AoEs. But if you're playing like invisibility properly with being a little bit further back or having sort of extra forms of survivability with like rolling guard or some form of shield gating, then it basically turns into invincibility. But at that point, you could just make the argument that you're not actually using invisibility as survivability and using those other mechanics. But honestly, though, in Warframe, you should always have multiple layers of survivability, right? At least in my opinion. Whisper, I'm watching on Twitch, just let you share, because why not? Ooh, let's see. Ooh, that's cool looking. That's cool. I don't know if I would do like this blue on purple here. I would probably change up this color there. Roar over her 4 or Nourish? Up to you. Depends on where you want your damage to be coming from, right? If you want the Prismatic Companion Augment to be doing the damage, then you want to be going more towards Roar. And then if you need more energy, you go towards Nourish. So you're doing a health tank parasitic armor build on Wisp. Interesting. Expertise for the further duration. Bellicose bees, you're going to have a ton of health. And then you're using the triple Umbra for the extra armor, as well as, more importantly, the extra health for Bellicose, along with reservoirs. Sprint boost for a little bit more moon speed to zip around the map a little bit more. I'm not a big fan of Fused Reservoir, but it's a personal preference thing. I just would rather have Prime Sure-Footed because I don't like getting knocked over. No, I think what you have here is really solid. Nothing really to say. Can we still not link Drifter? No. Nope, not yet. Whoa, weird as heck looking cat. That's cool looking. What the heck? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Vasca? Draining Bite, Transfusion, Link Redirect. So the only thing here is these mods aren't like the Link mods, sorry. are like sometimes good, but usually not. Kind of depends on the frame that you're playing with, obviously. So I probably wouldn't run these. I would run just the normal ones, just that you don't have to worry about what frame you're using it on. Now, if you're using it with a specific frame and a specific combo, and then you're always doing it, then it makes sense. But also, I'd probably not run all 3 of these. I would go like for instance, you probably don't need link redirection here if this is on your Wisp, because your Wisp is going more into armor. Right? So like not going into shields very much. So I would probably switch this out for like just the regular shields. Just an idea. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of link mods. They can be very good. Can be very, very, very good, obviously. But I would say like I usually go with health and one of these two. Like health and shields or armor. And then I would put on another bond mod like Tenacious Bond or something like that. Immunity resistance, splinters, bite, precision swipe, cold leak. So the one thing that I would super recommend on here is you can get the rad and magnetic mods. And yeah. And it doesn't get sucked into toxin with this mod. So you could have rad and magnetic instead of these two, if you really felt like it. But I think what you have there is good. Okay, we're only gonna take a look at a few here because I do gotta catch a train. So we're just gonna do a quick look here at a few things, and then I gotta get going here. Ooh, I love this. I would probably tone down this gold just a tiny bit, but I do love that otherwise. Equinox, that is stunning. This is really, really nice. I really, really love that. Mag. Ooh, Vanta Black. Ooh. Comey? Ooh. Oh, you super have a color palette. It looks really nice. Tempest, Uriel. Nice. Yeah, I was having some problems fashioning Uriel Roth, but I ended up finding like a really nice balance to it. Ooh, I love that. I really, really love that. Not super sold on the Signa though, but the rest of it looks great. Callie? Nice. That deep red? Ooh, that deep candy red? Ooh, that's nice. Your new Caliban build, Razor Mortar Transient, high range, high strength, decent duration, Kamisado for more power strength, and multi-augmented. Signa's meant to look like an Angel Halo? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know with how you're wanting to go with that. Can't be Discord on your phone while you're watching a stream, it killed your audio. Weird. Multi-augmented, Kamisado. Yeah, looks good. Nothing to say here. Tempest. Nothing to say. The only thing I would really say is maybe a rolling guard on here, but you don't really have space for it. So you just got to be using Razor Gyre pretty liberally, and you should be good. You like my glasses? How dare you? You can't have them. They're mine. Ooh, those look nice. Personally recommend you use Uriel for the most. Uriel's, in my mind, a weapon platform leaning hybrid. So leans more towards weapon platform, but does good casting as well. So I would focus on like the gun side of play with him. And then the casting of the 4 is just like a nice little cherry on top for fun damage. I like that. Okay, stop sending me stuff. You're going to be only disappointed. I saw that earlier. Cora. Ooh, that looks nice. Not super sold on those shoulders though on her. Because I like sort of the lithe aesthetic that the skin has. So I'm not super sold on the super bulky shoulders. Although, actually on the front profile, it does look really nice. Metal Twig, Grendel Prime, pink. Uriel, black and red, looks good on him. Good golly gumbo, Baruch. You're running much higher duration than most people run. Most people run super low duration with much higher range. Give that a try. Ooh, like the fashion though. I think you could tone. I'm not a big fan of the super bright, super vibrant blue there though. Emerald, your Mirage. Ooh, it is Harley Quinn. You're right. Ooh, Pody. I like. Look at this one. It's better. Also looks pretty. I don't really know what the difference is between these. The shoulders. You know what? I kind of like the shoulder one more personally, but they both look good. Here's the parasitic Sevagoth. Okay. Parasitic armor, you got ton of shields, you're eating your shields into your armor. Shadow Haze resistance intensify into more armor. Okay, that's fair. Arcane expertise. Doesn't precision, no, it doesn't have a, I thought precision intensify had a max there, but if it doesn't, then you're fine. Expertise for more ability strength feeding into the air. Multi-augmented growing power giving you more power strength. Expertise feeds into that. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, fine. I'll let you sneak in a quick, full, blacked out, what's this guy? Baruch. Ooh, nice hat. I like that. That's a good one. Farrer, what you got? Call me. Ooh. Oh, I like that sort of sagey-ish green color there. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Oh, but I like this one more. I think I like this one more. Both of them are super solid, though. Fake or side on. Doty. That's going to feed your crit damage, melee damage, critical chance, puncture. Ooh, that's really nice. I would say you don't need this here. I would say replace this with Jungulus Barbs, I believe it is. Gives you 60% status chance and 90% puncture damage, which then, of course, would weight heavier, give you more status chance, but also weight your puncture heavier, which then plays into the Doty. And in fact, if you really want to go into the Doty build, I would maybe not run this, like these two here, because you're not going to be really doing a lot of these, right? You're trying to force it all into puncture for the crit damage. So I don't know if I would run both of these. Now, this does give you 120% status chance, which is nice. And the extra heat damage is not bad, but you're largely going to be doing puncture stuff, so you may not see these two kicking in very much. You may want to think of switching these out here. But I would say you don't need prime pressure point because you already got, you know, 222% melee damage here, and you don't necessarily need the extra melee damage there. Wait, is this on YouTube? Yeah, it's on both YouTube and Twitch. Okay, Arch, you're the last one. I gotta go ahead. Bah! 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 So powerful. So purple. I do have a Mesa build. It's right there for you. It's an endgame Mesa build, but it is there for you. All right, my nerds. I do have to go because I have a train to catch to go celebrate Christmas with my two best friends. So Ace, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. Dova, thank you very much for the gifted to Gabe. Tim's, thank you for the wrong lever. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Drosden, thank you very much for the 7 months. Crafty Cabbage, thank you very much for the new Prime. Wisp, thank you very much for the raid. Norse, thank you very much for the Prime. May, thank you very much for the 19 months. Holy crap. Edrin, thank you very much for the 7 months. Dalen for the 13 as well. Revan for the 6. Dome for the 14. Tier 3, you goat. Dovalat for the 5 months, Tier 1. Dendro for the 12 months, Tier 1. Thank you, everybody, for the wonderful day today. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be streaming all day tomorrow. We're going to be doing a whole New Year's Eve stream. But we are calling it here for me, as I must go celebrate Christmas with a friend. So I'm going to go drop you off with good friend of the stream. We're going to drop you off with Flynn. So go say hi to Flynn, everybody. I hope you're all have a great rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow for New Year's Eve. We will be streaming most of the day tomorrow. So I hope you'll come on by and come play with us. But otherwise, be safe, be good to each other. Have yourselves an excellent evening. See y'all then. Peace.